big news about our 2025 World Tour.
/ Australia New Zealand tour.
That's the world, baby.
That's our oyster. We have sold out a bunch of the shows, and if you've missed out in Perth or Brisbane, fear not, we've added some extra shows. So you can go to our website, dogoonpod.com, and soon we'll be in Hobart, Canberra, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth, Auckland, Wellington, and Brisbane.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or growing your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain and showcase your offerings with a professional website.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, to get a fully custom website in just a few easy steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category. It's easy, it's intuitive, no experience required.
Oh, tick, tick, tick for me. Three things that could be used to describe me. No experience, intuitive, and
difficult.
easy.
You are difficult.
Oh no. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Well, let me add this. Squarespace also gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments.
Head to squarespace.com/dogoon, DOGOON, for a free trial and to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Do Go On. My name is Dave Warnocky, and as always, I'm here with Matt Stewart and a very confused Jess Perkins.
I've just realised, I'm so sorry. Hello, hi, welcome to the podcast.
I just saw you staring at both sleeves in amazement.
Yeah, well, there's this weird seam just on the outside of the sleeve there. It made me worried that I'm wearing this jumper inside out, but I'm not. But that looks like it should be on the inside because the inside is flat.
Is this a fresh top?
Yeah, it's a relatively new jumper I just threw on today, and it's got a weird little seam right on the
Well, Jess,
up the forearm.
you'll learn about this in time, but that's called fashion. Okay.
I'm new to fashion.
Yeah, it's the kind, they don't stand still in fashion. Okay?
Never.
Huh.
Always moving forward. Eventually they're like, oh, we're going to do something with tops.
Yeah, and they're like, should we put this weird seam all the way up the arm?
Yeah.
No, just to the elbow.
Make it look like our jumper is scarred.
Yeah.
You know, like it's had some sort of a surgery.
Let's make our customers go, shit, have I put my jumper on inside out
Yeah,
today?
but like this time next month, you'll be looking at my jumper going, what the hell's that?
Seamless.
Seamless?
Yeah.
Yuck.
You look awful.
Yeah.
And then we'll all think that's normal.
And then the month after that, tassels.
Like they did with, they did with ankle socks.
Yeah.
They're gone out.
Yeah.
And now I look at an ankle sock and I think, ugh, but this time a year ago I was like, ankle socks, that's the way.
Exactly right.
How do they do that to you? They reprogram you.
Yeah.
They're really clever like that. And they're just way smarter than us.
Yeah.
And we got to remember that.
What?
Got to pay respect to fashion.
Yeah.
We love you, Fash.
Love you, Fash.
Love you, Fash.
Would you like me to...
that probably should say that. I think Fash. Love you, Fash might... You don't want to leave that open. Because there's a big difference between an ist and an in this case. Or on. Anyway, do go on, Dave. What's this show about?
I think Jess is about to explain it. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so how this works is one of the three of us goes away to our respective homes, researches a topic often suggested to us by our fantastic listeners. They live it, they breathe it, they write up a little report. We say roughly around a year 9 level report, which I think is probably fair. And they bring it back to the other two who have no idea what the topic is. And it's Dave's week this week. And Dave, we always get started with a question to get us onto the topic.
Yes, I have a question for you both, and that is, what was Richard Burkholz from Leipzig in Germany describing when he wrote this into our suggestion hat?
Okay.
Okay.
So what is the topic based on
This.
Richard's suggestion?
Okay.
It is one of the most adapted novels ever, in brackets, never very faithfully, with a memorable story about its creation and immense influence in the horror and sci-fi genres.
Can I buzz in?
Also, it's just a great book.
Frankenstein.
You didn't buzz.
Buzz Frankenstein.
It is Frankenstein!
You said, can I buzz in?
I paused.
Didn't buzz. Where was the buzz?
Well, yeah.
Unless your buzzer is, can I buzz in?
That is my buzzer.
Oh, well, that wasn't...
Back to Matt then. Congratulations. You are correct. It is Frankenstein, the history of which we're going to talk about, as well as the life of its creator, Mary Shelley.
Ah.
So good. 'Cause we talked about, I think we talked about her briefly in the number one block episode last year.
That's right. It's a topic we've sort of danced around a couple of times. Also in the Dracula episode at the start of the year, I mentioned it a little bit. And I thought, we've got to deep dive into
Let's
this.
do it.
And I've also already done Frankenstein on Book Cheat many years ago, episode 6, way back in 2018.
Wow.
With Jackson Bailey and Joel Zammett. That's available to listen to right now. But it's been so long that I'd actually forgotten the story. And I still have my book cheat report on it. So I thought we could do it as a Patreon bonus episode to accompany this.
Oh, that's good
Fantastic.
stuff.
We could do the 2025 version of Frankenstein.
Okay.
See what's happened in the last 7 years.
Sure.
So we're going to record that this afternoon, and that will be out this Sunday after this episode drops.
Exciting.
So that's the accompaniment. But a bunch of people have suggested this over the years, and thank you to, first of all, Richard from Germany for that fantastic suggestion. Also, Alison, in parentheses, Bear, and then surname Bear, from Toronto in Canada.
Okay.
Matt Arnott from Melbourne, Aaron from Daytona Beach, Jordan Harknett from South Hertfordshire in England, Brianna Napoli from Brisbane, Hannah White from Canberra.
I think I may have put this one up to the vote once before and even sort of felt like, this is not mine to do. This is for Dave, you know?
Yeah, I want a bit of a...
Do you ever have that thought? I suppose that's obviously because you have a book podcast, as does Matt about primates. So I if there's a primate one, I'm always like, I can't do that.
Well, that's
But
interesting because you both have done. You did one about the escape artist orangutan.
Yeah, and you were a real little sooky bitch about it, so I've never done it again.
Well, and then even despite me sooking it up, Dave then did one about live in Bristol. He did one about an orangutan as well.
It's a gorilla. Thanks for paying attention.
Remember that Facebook comment he used as a resource? That was
Which
amazing.
you all doubted and then loved.
But if I could get to my question,
Yes.
are there any sort of genre of topics that you go, I can't do that. That's a Jess one. I don't think I have it. I don't
Probably
have a
what,
thing.
like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, because I've done it.
The
maybe
Wallabies.
maybe not a genre, but I reckon there are times I've get to a topic and I think Jess would do this better.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think that about basically every topic I do. Is I go, one of the boys would do better at this.
I do this better than them.
Yeah, I'm
Lucky
doing
I'm
this
doing it.
so much better than them.
That's
Anyway,
true.
cool. So I'm excited to hear about this.
Just a couple more names from the UK. Salem suggested this. Ariane from Ireland. Edith Powell from Manchester. Max Scott Edmonds from the aforementioned Bristol. Mike Winkler from Milwaukee. And Travis Scarborough from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, is
What
that
a batch of names.
end of the list?
That's the end.
Because there was a pause, and that's why I interrupted.
Oh,
so
do
I'm
you know
very
why?
sorry.
Never pause when Jess is around, Dave.
It was so many, it went over the page.
Gotcha. Okay. I apologise for interrupting mid, credit where it's due.
No, that's all good. Just a quick warning, I should say at the top of this episode, that there are some tragic parts of Frankenstein writer Mary Shelley's story with some heavy themes, which of course we won't dwell on this comedy podcast, but I've put a warning and list in the show notes if you want to have a look at those before deciding if this is something you'd like to listen to right now. You've got to look after yourselves out there. So let us jump in. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley was born on August 30, 1797 in London, and her parents were both very impressive people. She had a lot to live up to. Her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft, was a writer and passionate advocate of educational and social equality for women. She outlined her beliefs in her book, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, published in 1792, which I'm sure Matt has read because it's also considered a classic of feminism.
Yeah. Anything that has woman in it, I'll read. or listen to. Like, listen to the Wolfmother song "Woman" a bit.
That's also the first thing I thought of.
And because I actually
Great
was
song.
listening to that recently, and I love his line. She's a woman, you know what I mean. I like a human woman.
Yeah. She's a woman, you know what I mean.
Because like, if it's not a human woman, then I'm confused. But the fact that you're asking, you know what I mean, kind of suggests it's not a human woman.
And then
Yeah.
there's the follow-up line, you better listen to me.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
am.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess no follow-up questions.
I'm gonna set you free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a
Dibbly 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 doo, dibbly doo, dibbly doo, dibbly 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 doo, dibbly doo. That's his guitar.
Yep.
Well, I knew you guys knew, but I don't know if did that make it as a hit outside Australia.
It should have.
Yeah,
It should have.
It should have.
So her mother wrote this classic. In the book, she argues that women are not naturally inferior to men, but appeared to be at the time only because they lacked education. Mary Wollstonecraft, this is the mother, is regarded as one of the founding feminist philosophers, and feminists often cite her life and work as important influences.
That's cool.
She also wrote novels, a travel narrative, a history of the French Revolution, a children's book, and a conduct book, which were books at the time that attempted to educate the reader on social norms and ideals.
She did not stick to one genre.
No, she-
Much like when I played The Sims and they're a writer. I'm jumping all over genres.
What does that mean?
You
You
can
get to
write
pick.
books in the...
What?
You can be a writer and write books.
You
and-
actually write books?
Yeah. I don't sit there and type out a book.
Oh.
The Sim does. And then
Right.
you can publish the books
In
and get royalties.
Simlish, so it's like
Yeah.
bleepity bloop, dibbity boop boop.
Susul.
You know what I mean?
Susul.
Yeah.
What's susul mean?
Hello.
Dibbly 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 doo.
Yeah.
dibbly doo,
There's a lot of
dibbly doo.
that. They include the guitar riffs in their books.
So, and you get to pick like horror, crime.
Yeah, you can do biography, screenplay, children's, short stories.
Can I just say congratulations?
Thank you so much.
Really? Yeah, crossing all sorts of genres.
Yes, I'm prolific.
Back to Mary Senior, she had two ill-fated affairs. First with painter and writer Henry Fuseli, and then American businessman and soldier Gilbert Imlay, whom she met when she went to France to witness and write about the French Revolution. Like I said, she wrote that book. Her and Gilbert had a daughter out of wedlock, Fanny Imlay, but the parents soon broke up.
Fanny Imlay.
Fanny Imlay.
That's how you make a baby.
Getting a nod from Jess there. Now single, Wollstonecraft returned to London and at the house of her publisher, Joseph Johnson. She met and joined a group of radical thinkers that included poet and painter William Blake and poet William Wordsworth. Two heavy hitters of the day right there. Also a part of the group was philosopher William Godwin.
Are they all William?
Yeah, that's the third William.
Do they call themselves the Big Willies?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Excellent.
And the third Willie is Mary Shelley's father, William Godwin, another impressive person of the age. Let me tell you about him now. William Godwin was a journalist, novelist, and political philosopher, considered one of the first exponents of utilitarianism and the first modern proponent of anarchism.
Wow.
He published his two most famous works within the space of a year. So he was having an absolute tear. The first was An Inquiry Concerning Political Justice, an attack on political institutions, and Things as They Are, or The Adventures of Caleb Williams, which the Poetry Foundation claims is often considered the first English detective novel.
Whoa.
He wrote both just back to back in a year.
Wow.
Isn't it so interesting how that happens sometimes? that like creatives will just have this burst and a lot of their most famous work comes out in one chunk.
Yeah.
That classic Dolly Parton day where she wrote two of her biggest hits.
Yeah, she wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same day, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but it sort of goes to that idea that, hey, artists, they're just vessels, you know?
Yes.
I'm just letting the art flow through me. They would say. I'm not saying that.
I'd say that about you.
You'd say that about me?
Of course.
Do you think that's the same for Andrew Stockdale? Do you
I think so.
Dibbity, 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 doo.
Dibbity-doo, dibbity-doo.
He wrote that and Joker and the Thief
Yes.
in the same year.
I don't think that's true, but he
Same album?
it came. Oh yeah, Woman came out. I think it was re-recorded for the first album, but it came out on EP earlier. But
I can't believe he actually knows.
I would also say that, I think it might have been coincidental, but I think he had his burst of, divine inspiration after listening to Jimi Hendrix's back catalogue, maybe.
Hey, this is pretty good.
You never know where art will find you.
I only think that because doesn't he references like Purple Haze in one of his songs, and so how does he get his ideas? I remember that I was thinking about it actually because I was listening to a woman, and there's this clip that went sort of semi-viral years and years ago. Mike Patton at a music festival and Wolfmother are playing on one stage. Mike Patton gets really annoyed by them because he's like, "Can you hear what they're doing?" Like giving them shit for being so derivative. It's like, what music isn't?
Yeah, what's original?
Apart from obviously the fine work of Mike
And
Patton. And I do like the work of Mike Patton, of course.
Yeah.
But,
Come on.
people, it's funny because people for a while suggested that Faith No More were Red Hot Chili Peppers ripoff, which I don't think is true.
That
but
must have killed him. God, no.
This is original. No one's ever done this before.
That's why he did like 50 spin-off bands all in different genres to be like, huh? Can Anthony do this?
Yeah.
Didn't think so.
No, no. I think that's pretty true that he probably couldn't do some of that. And some of it I'd say probably wouldn't want to.
Wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Hey, and I like it. I just want to say that. Previous topic, Mike Patton, by the way.
How did we get onto this?
The William Godwin, Mary's father,
Yeah.
Yes.
wrote 2 books that were his famous things in the same year.
Genuinely could not. I was like, that wasn't me trying to do a segue. I was like, where did this come from?
But I
gotcha.
do think that it is a good point, and AJ, feel free to, put the audience out of the misery.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, I've had a coffee.
So her dad was a prolific writer. 2 big
Yes.
things in one year.
Yes, and after the success of those, he wrote prolifically because he was able to
Yeah.
make that, his full-time gig.
Do you think he felt really accomplished? Sometimes, like last year I went overseas twice and I was like, la-di freaking da.
Man.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
she's a jet setter. Did you reckon he felt like that? He's like, 2 books this year, bloody swish over here. Whoa!
I reckon that's exactly how he felt.
Walked with a real swagger,
Yep.
like I did all last year, remember?
Yeah.
And you walked everywhere with like a little a bag with wheels.
Yeah.
Just everywhere
Yeah.
you went, just a
I
suitcase
said,
in.
oh, sorry, I'm just off to the airport.
I was picturing a bag full of wheels.
Yeah, a bag of wheels.
Oh,
Anyway,
like-
wheel bag.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not going to say anything because
She's-
obviously this is some sort of a cool hip new thing that
This
the kids
must
are doing.
mean something.
That's what you'd think, not she's having an episode. That's nice.
Anyone need a wheel?
Yeah. Yell if you need a wheel.
I've got heaps.
I've got a bag.
Of cheese.
I've got one of those too.
So Mary's parents had actually met at a party years earlier and had not hit it off. The New Yorker writes, Wollstonecraft and Godwin were, quote, mutually displeased with each other, Godwin later wrote. They were the smartest people in the room and they couldn't help arguing all evening.
Enemies to lovers. It's a classic trope.
Yes, 'cause years later they got together and after Mary became pregnant, and despite neither believing in marriage, they married, quote, for the sake of the baby on March 29,
Didn't want to have a bastard.
1797. And that non-bastard was the future Mary Shelley.
That's the funniest thing. It's like,
It's so
what
weird.
difference has been made here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a bizarre.
But I guess it's society.
I know. And look, we're coming
It's
at
society's crime, not ours.
We're coming at it from a really modern lens. We're very modern and progressive.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. It is so funny to get caught up in that judging the past on modern.
We don't want to get married,
Standards.
but I guess we will, because otherwise the kid's going to have a really bad time.
There's going to be things we're doing now for sure that generations to come go, how weird was that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we think are totally normal.
Like toast for breakfast?
Yeah.
What are they
What are
thinking?
you thinking?
I think it's going to be pets. Like
Pets for breakfast?
Yeah.
you kept a dog?
Yeah.
They vote now. and we flash the future and dogs are working alongside
Yeah.
us and stuff. Turns out they could talk the whole time.
They're just our colleagues.
We just didn't listen.
You thought you could own this
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh, and then it had puppies and you sold the puppies?
For great profit?
Ah, you sickos. You know, and meanwhile, I'm here thinking my dog has a fantastic life because he has 4 beds.
Yeah.
He doesn't need 4 beds. He's one dog. He can't use them all at once. But he needs options.
He needs options.
But that's why he's keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah,
it's
like, this is great.
I got to talk up, and then I got to go to fucking work.
Yeah.
I got 4 beds.
Couple meals a day and 4 beds and a couch. This is sick. Sometimes I'm allowed on the bed, the big bed.
He's got it good, that
He's
dog.
got
He's got a great. Oh, what a
Good
life!
fucking life.
This
I'd swap with
frickin'
him.
Dog.
Let me tell you that.
Yeah, taking a heartbeat.
He could be here going.
So Mary Shelley, Mary Wollstonecraft,
Yes.
she was originally known, was born on, or Godwin Wollstonecraft was born on August.
What just happened?
That was a real life Twitch.
Well, she becomes Mary Shelley later
Twitch?
on.
What do
Spoiler.
I mean?
Yes.
What do I mean, Jess? Not Twitch.
Glitch.
Glitch. Thank you.
Had a real life glitch. Anyway, the person that would be known as Mary Shelley, as I've actually written here, so just read what you've got here, was born August 30th, but tragically, Mary Sr. died just 11 days after the birth,
No.
having developed an infection.
Oh, no. She sounded awesome.
She was awesome, and I got to tell you, for poor young Mary, this is like the taste of many tragedies to come.
Oh.
Her husband, Godwin, was understandably devastated.
Yeah.
He wrote to his friend Thomas Holcroft, quote, "I firmly believe there does not exist her equal in the world. I know from experience we were formed to make each other happy. I have not the least expectation that I can now never know happiness again."
Oh my God.
That's so sad.
That would have hit really hard for a guy called Godwin as well. It's like he grew up with God and win in his name. He'd be like, yeah, good things come to me.
Yeah.
They cancel
And
each
then-
other out.
And then something like that happens and you go, wait. What?
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 I'm Godwin.
Not fucking Satan lose.
No. So,
But some people would be pretty happy if Satan lost.
Wow.
yeah. Who?
Yeah, name one.
Name one.
The first name that came to mind, Billy Joel. I don't know why.
Billy Joel would be very upset.
He'd be- I don't know why.
Real devil worshipper, Billy Joel.
Yeah. Mary Senior had her other daughter Fanny. Where's
Yes.
Fanny?
Fanny,
Well, it depends if you're in America or Australia.
let me get the doll out and I'll explain.
Front or back.
So her parents were both very radical thinkers. After the mother died, Father Godwin raised Mary and the stepdaughter Fanny
Nice.
together. But Wiki writes, although Godwin was fond of his children, he was, in many ways, ill-equipped to care for them because he's like a real artistic, philosophical anarchist.
Right.
He's off writing all the time. To finish the quote, he was constantly annoyed by the noise, demanding silence while he worked.
Oh, hang on. And we were saying his great period of creativity happened before this?
It's already happened.
Oh, that's weird.
It's over.
I wonder if there's any correlation.
It says, however, when he took a trip to Dublin to visit Wollstonecraft's sisters, he missed the girls immensely and wrote to them frequently. So I think he's the kind of dad that's trying his best, but
he went to visit his late wife's sisters
yeah,
and left the daughters behind.
but he missed them.
But the daughters are the nieces of those women.
Yeah, but he
Those
knew their
women
mother.
are his daughters' aunties.
Yeah,
Yeah, they probably could have
They
caught
probably
up as
could have
well.
gone and had a relationship with their late mother's sisters. That would have been a nice kind of connection to their mother. But he thought, I need to get out of town.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Dublin and visit the in-laws
yeah,
without the kids.
and that sounds awesome.
That does sound pretty sick, actually.
Yeah. Well, I think you understand why he's done it.
Yeah. Sorry, I just needed to talk it through sometimes. Sometimes I don't understand things. I have to talk them out.
Although Mary Godwin received little formal education, her father tutored her in a broad range of subjects. He often took the children on educational outings, so sometimes he took them with him,
Wow. But not to Dublin.
and not to Dublin.
Best city in the world.
And they had access to his large library and to the many intellectuals who visited him, including the romantic poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge and the former Vice President of the United States, Aaron Burr,
Okay.
the guy from Hamilton.
So a poet and Aaron Burr visiting.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Just like very famous people of the day would just drop by because he
Right.
was seen as a real intellectual.
Wow.
Would that, the writer, would he have anything we would have heard of?
Yeah, that name did ring a vague bell for me, but I'm not huge on. I don't have much of
talking
a
about
catalogue of poetry.
The father.
Or the
ATC
poet.
or whatever his name is.
The poet.
Or Samuel Taylor Coleridge. He wrote with
STC.
William Wordsworth. They've got a famous collection together.
Okay. So, no. All right, you can keep going. If you have to Google it, then I don't. The answer
the
won't.
answer's no, yes. There's nothing
won't
that
come to
you'll
me.
know.
Well, I know
Yeah.
that the other guy wrote Daffodils, which is I wandered lonely as a cloud.
Oh, that sounds fucking depressing. And clouds are like, they're always with other clouds. That's a bad simile or whatever it is. Is it a simile or is it a...
I don't think that's...
It's not a simile.
It's a metaphor?
Metaphor? That's a bad metaphor, Dave. Can you get him on the phone? I want to tell him. You got his number?
He wrote the poems The Rime of the Ancient Mariner
Oh, I've heard of that.
and Kubla Khan.
Well, I've heard of him.
Oh, I did read about this because he wrote this one. He had a dream, and apparently it fully came to him, and he woke up and started writing it, and then someone knocked on his door and interrupted him and came over for an hour, and it's called A Person on Business from Porlock because that's where the person was from, and that's like a famous phrase now, and for an unwelcome visitor, someone from Porlock or on business from Porlock.
That's
'Cause
brutal.
He went
for
back
that
to the
guest.
poem apparently, and then it had gone, the dream, because the guy had hung around for an
Isn't
hour.
that so fun? I think if you have any sort of personal skills or interpersonal skills, you just say, I'm so sorry, can I just finish something
Yeah,
I'm
come on
doing?
in, make yourself at home,
Yeah.
pop the kettle on. I've just got to finish this thought.
Got to finish this dream I had.
Yeah,
But then instead of naming the poem after this person, that now that term is for an unwelcome guest, and that person was just like, oh, I'm going to go visit Sam.
yeah.
See what Sam's up to.
Which is, a nice thing to do, I would have thought.
I would have thought.
But he couldn't get rid of him.
But I have heard of that Ancient Mariner one as well for some reason. That's pretty famous?
Apparently so.
Rime of the Ancient Mariner, was it? Yeah. All right. But yeah, I think clouds aren't lonely. How often? I mean, occasionally you'll see a lone cloud, but I think for the most part.
He's got friends.
Yeah. Cumulonimbus, Cirrus. Is that one of them? Or either of those, any of them? Yeah, clouds.
Well, the first one you said part of it sounded like a cloud, but I think you'd run a couple of words in together.
Okay. Well, that was on purpose.
Come
I
on.
No words of mine are ever lonely.
That's true. That's nice.
So all these famous people dropped by.
Yeah.
When Mary was about 3 and Fanny, her older half-sister, was 7, Godwin remarried, tying the knot with Mary Jane Clairmont.
Another Mary?
Yes, another Mary.
Everyone's Mary and William in this story.
There's multiple.
Oh, no. Is she going to be a bad stepmom?
Well, she brought 2 of her own children into the family.
Is this Cinderella?
It is it's a little bit like that. Because according to the Poetry Foundation, young Mary felt displaced by these 2 new kids coming in.
Yeah, fair enough.
A son, guess what his name was?
William.
William was born in 1803.
They had another kid.
I was going to guess Nasbit.
That would have been good.
That was a big swing.
But imagine if you got it right.
Imagine.
And you just said that, and Dave went, yes! And then you just get to take a sip of your drink, yeah, whatever, who fucking cares?
I did it.
I know. Yeah.
I would have named the kid Billy Joel. The only name I can think of.
So they've got 4 in their sort of blended family, and now they've had William as well.
Yes.
5 kids, too many kids.
He was born in 1803. Further, the girl's sense of alienation, this is young Mary, and she felt driven to compete not only with the other children, but also with the second Mrs. Godwin for her father's affection.
Mary v. Mary.
The Poetry Foundation also writes this brutal assessment. Godwin's second wife was not of his first wife, Mary Wollstonecraft's intellectual stature.
Well, it sounds like nobody was going to be.
That's brutal.
True.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah.
He's like, there's nobody else like her.
Yeah.
You got the best.
Now you got the rest.
Yeah, now you got to deal with the dregs.
Yeah. I believe he didn't say I do, he said you'll do.
What's your name, Mary? I don't have to learn a new one. You'll do.
I don't have to learn a new name.
I continue from Poetry Foundation. Still entering a literary household, she developed a literary pursuit of her own. In 1805, she persuaded her husband, Godwin, to found a publishing...
She played boggle.
No, she wasn't very good at it. She played the kids' version of
I got a
Boggle.
4-letter word. I got a 4-letter.
Cats. Say cats. Look at that.
Cats with his head. Is that right?
Is that right?
Is that right? Did I do it? I love this
I
game.
love Boggle. I love you and I love Boggle.
He's like
It's
this.
my literary pursuit. Literary.
Literally. He was going to
He's a writer and like the fucking former president is visiting because he's so respected. And she's in the corner playing Boggle.
Oh, Aaron Burr, would you like to play Boggle?
I heard you write a bit, mister. Want to play a bit boggle?
Be a Boggle. Maybe this will help you.
Hat.
Bit of warning. I'm not bad at it.
Not bad. Last week, I got a 5. Yeah, it turned out it wasn't a real word.
It was nabbit. What my next son will be called.
Nabbit.
Nabbit.
You know, people say dang nabbit. I
Dang
thought,
nabbit.
Take out the dang. What you got? You got a nabbit.
Yeah, nabbit.
That's got to be. Look it up. Look it up.
come on, look it up, fancy man. She's just playing Boggle. That's really tickled me. I like that a lot. They're sitting there having a conversation, just hearing like, do you hit something in Boggle?
You see you shake up there.
Just hearing
Oh no, the sand's almost out. The sand's almost out.
Mummy, can I play? No.
No.
No, you can't play
This is
boggle.
my literary pursuit.
This is an adult's game.
So as well as Boggle, she persuaded her husband to found a publishing house in her name, MJ Godwin, to publish children's books.
Oh, I mean, I think it's good to set expectations.
Yeah.
We're a literary house. We're going to make literary. Finding that word. At first, I was finding it hard to say in the character.
Yeah.
Now I just can't say it. But anyway, yeah, book.
Yeah, book.
We're going to produce book.
Book. And then, well, see how we go from there.
I
All
might
right,
start
book.
another company.
Right, book.
Write another book.
So in 1808, at the age of 11, Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin, who's Mary Jr., our main character, published a booklet in the series, a rhymed children's tale called Monsieur Nongtongpo, or The Discoveries of John Bull in a Trip to Paris. It's quite a long title.
Wow, that's a long title.
But so she's writing and publishing from 11. So
Yeah.
she's
What does
also
Monsieur mean?
It's Mounsier. It's not Monsieur. I'm not sure.
Mounsier. Because this is you speak French, Dave. I assume you won't have to look
It is
this up.
historical, now somewhat archaic.
Okay.
English rendering of the French word monsieur.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We're all learning here today.
I love how the Old English version of that is just really a butchered version.
Yeah.
So young Mary did not get on with her stepmother, who it seems didn't like her either because her stepsister Jane was sent to school. I said Jane here, but I was also known as Mary. Anyway, no, Jane, no. There's so many Marys that I'm confused myself.
Yeah,
Anyway, her
it's too much.
stepsister went to school, but Mary didn't go.
Right. What about Fanny? I'm guessing maybe not as well.
Probably, I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
Is this because she didn't want to? Was she happy with this, or is it like we're not spending money on Mary?
no.
going
I
to
think she
school?
would have liked to have gone to school, but
Right.
she wasn't. She was, however, sent away to Scotland as a teenager, apparently for her health. But Poetry Foundation, who hate the stepmom, I must say, in their writing,
Wow.
said it was because she felt threatened by Mary, who had become a good-looking young woman. Mary,
What a weird. Who? She's married to the dad.
Yeah, who are you threatening? Yeah.
Where's the threat?
Yeah.
one of the people you don't have to worry about.
You'd hope.
Mary Jr. stayed with another family in Scotland who were described as radical and as dissenters. Because remember, her dad's friends' parents are all like artistic,
Yeah. Yeah.
intellectuals, anarchists. So even the family she went to were apparently pretty full on for the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So they continued educating her in those ways.
Yeah.
So she's becoming a pretty...
Here's how to do graffiti.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's getting good with the can.
Yeah.
Isolated from the family, young Mary began writing during this time. She was a big reader and a bit of a daydreamer, and once said, as a child, I scribbled, And my favourite pastime during the hours given me for recreation was to write stories. She's a scribbler.
Scribbler.
Her stepmom's a boggler. She's a scribbler. We all have our things. Me, I'm a dribbler.
I'm a doodler.
In November 1812, she returned home for a visit and for the first time crossed paths with a poet named Percy Bysshe Shelley.
Bish.
Bysshe.
Oh,
Bish.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I like it.
Percy Bish. At least he's not a William. That's fantastic.
That's right. New name.
Yep. 3 new names.
Percy Bysshe. I've never heard Bysshe before.
Yeah.
Well, I think his parents came up with it using boggle.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's Bysshe.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's a classic boggle.
Byss.
He,
Oh, no.
which I'm reliably informed is pronounced Bish.
Okay. Should be like Bish.
Bish or Bishy.
Oh, I don't mind Bish.
Bish is cool.
Bish.
Bish.
Should we go out for a little Bish?
Bish. Oh, a bit peckish. Anyone feel like a Bish?
What do we want down the street for a Bish? We can get a glass of wine and a Bish.
Oh, I love a Bish to eat.
Better than Bish. Anyway, Percy Shelley.
Percy Shelley. He was there with his first wife,
Oh, good.
Harriet Westbrook.
So she's still Mary's still a teenager.
Yes, she's 15 years old.
Oh, cool. Yep.
But Poetry Foundation picks up the story. By March of 1814, however, when Mary returned to England to stay, Shelley's marriage was troubled, and Mary had become a lovely young woman, almost 17.
Okay. Yeah, that makes it
This is Poetry Foundation were
better.
talking about how hot she was earlier as well. They're really trying to push that narrative.
She is not disgusting. Let me say.
I like nearly 17 as well. That's someone who's really... She's... Oh, no. She's not a kid.
Yeah.
She's
like 6 months off 17. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Or you could put it another way. Only 5 years away from, 20s.
Yeah.
Well, not even.
She's almost in her 20s.
She's basically in her 20s
Basically in
now.
her 20s. Yeah.
5 years, she'll be of voting age.
And very mature. And that, that's worth mentioning also.
Yeah, old soul.
Old soul.
Old
yeah.
soul.
Oh, yeah, old soul. Yeah.
You just don't find old souls in old bodies anymore. It's the way they seem to think.
Yeah, those old souls, man, you got to look in them young, hot bodies.
Yeah, that's where they put the old souls, because I believe in reincarnation. Right, so the
I'm
younger
radical.
they are, the more recently it's an old person who just died. You know what I mean? So it's actually... That's how it makes sense.
Well, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. A middle-aged woman, well, that's quite a young soul.
How old's Percy?
He's about 5 years older.
Okay. Here's the thing. In their 20s, that will be no difference at all. 30s, even less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The older you get, that difference is, you're the same age.
Yeah, I think my parents are... maybe 3 years different.
Yeah, it's absolutely nothing. Even bigger gaps, you go, whatever.
Oh, of course. Hey, love is love.
But-
especially when you're dating an old soul. It's just a number.
I'm a young soul in an old body.
That's a bad combo.
I wasn't saying it was a good thing.
Yeah. Hey, you want the worst of both worlds?
Yeah, I've got it.
Immature? Yeah.
Yes.
Tick.
But also
Falling apart physically?
chronic pain. Yeah.
Terrible conversational as well, my God.
Oh, cannot hold up a conversation.
And flatulent.
But still pretty entertained by a game of Boggle.
Yeah. Love a bit
The
of
one
boggle.
saving grace, she loves boggle.
She loves boggle.
Loves to bog.
She loves
many ways.
to bog. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Continue
So
about
the-
how hot she was.
So they've met again a couple of years later. Percy's already married to Harriet, but the marriage is estranged. But
So if he's 21 and it's like he's already in
His
a marriage
marriage
that's
is-
falling
yeah,
apart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see where this is going. Mary and Percy Shelley began seeing each other and had a quick elopement. But because he was already married, they, of course, could not actually marry. At the time, there's no sort of divorce going on.
Okay.
Another thing to add is that Percy's wife, Harriet, was pregnant with their second child during this time.
Fantastic.
He's just gone, see you later.
See you later, toots.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that they were having trouble.
I'm going to
obviously.
shack up with a teenager.
Yeah.
He's like, remember the last time I was a teenager? That was you.
Yeah.
But you're old now.
You're disgusting now. This one, she won't get old.
The Leonardo DiCaprio of his day. Hey, I keep getting older, but the gals don't. It's something he might say.
Just do that in American accent, and I think you've got Leo.
I keep getting older, but the gals don't.
That was like DiCaprio was in the room.
Wow.
That was crazy. I got chills.
Yeah.
I got actual
I
chills.
actually think it's easy to do an American accent.
Yeah. You just slip into it so naturally.
Years ago, my acting agent, she said, let us know how confident you are with American accents because pilot season's coming up. And I said, not at all, don't worry. I would not like to waste your time.
Yeah.
She's aiming so high there. Like, what, you want to go to LA?
Yeah.
Do pilot season?
Yeah.
You're like, how about some local commercials or something? We'll start there.
Season 2 of The Pit is casting if you want to. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I could be a corpse.
Yeah. I could lie very still. I
Yeah.
could be an Australian visiting Pittsburgh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing that annoys me sometimes in when an Australian or English actor is doing an American accent, they don't have to. Like, it's not important for the character to have to be American. You're like, people can live in other countries from where they're born, live and work, and, you know.
And I've noticed they do that a little bit occasionally, and it's probably because the actor's just like, I'm not doing. If you want me, I'll do it, but I'm not doing an accent.
Let me just.
They'll go. It's like Heath Ledger in 10 Things. He came over from Australia.
Yeah.
Hardly talked about it.
Exactly.
Any
Rebel Wilson, because I don't think she can do an accent.
Rose Byrne in Platonic. Even though I think she's doing an American accent, but she references it a few times that she's Australian.
Yeah, I've seen clips, and I'm like, I think
It's a
she's
bit of a
Australian.
mix.
Yeah,
That's confusing for everyone.
which is probably her natural accent now. It's pretty
Yes.
hybrid. Yeah,
Which, I think to me it's American, but to
Yeah.
them it would sound Australian, I
she'd
guess.
sound full true blue ochre, mate.
She's like, no.
No,
No.
no.
You're good at it.
Thank you so much.
I think it's because I do it naturally. When I try and do it, I can't do it, you know what I mean? So if I just say no...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Wait, does that
Yeah,
sound like it?
that was perfect.
I've just done a natural no. Does that sound...
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, no, really?
Anyway, sorry, Dave. Let's get back to Percy.
Percy. Now, you might know the name Percy Shelley as he
No.
is one of the... Fair enough.
Percy, good name.
Well, people
too.
out there might know Percy Shelley. He is one of the most famous English poets of his era.
What?
Being one of the most acclaimed romantic poets.
Oh, yeah, he sounds like a real romantic.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Pants man.
He's a...
root rat.
You can
If
say
we're-
he's a pants man. He's
If
a
we're
real
putting it in Sims terms,
Yes.
he's a real love bug.
He's a real wahoo whale. It's a wahoo.
It's woohoo.
And they say
No, when
love,
Dave does it.
love bug.
Love bug. Somebody who just like falls in love quick. And,
Oh, right. That's definitely Percy Shelley.
yeah.
His most famous poems are Ozymandias.
Oh,
You heard of that?
Tism do a reference that in their song Ozymandias. But they spell like, I think it's, they obviously,
They've got to do some sort
Yeah.
of play on it.
yeah, because it's spelled OZ.
O-Z-Y.
Yeah, they've got to spell it.
Have they done like
Aussie.
Aussie?
Yeah,
Man,
I
Aussie,
think-
Ozymandias or something like that.
That's good
That's
stuff.
pretty
If they
good.
haven't thought of that, Damien, I know you're listening. You can use that if you
That's
like.
good stuff.
That's good stuff.
He's also famous for Ode to the West Wind and To a Skylark. But as is often the case, he only found fame and acclaim after he died.
Oh, interesting.
With much of his poetry and prose not published in his lifetime, so he wasn't well known artistically at the time, but he was rich!
Right.
Or
Well,
at least
how?
came from an aristocratic family, being the eldest son of Sir Timothy Shelley, 2nd Baronet of Castle Goring.
Okay.
Wait, so is it... No, he's not the one who had all the people coming over. That was
Her
Mary
dad,
Shelley's
yeah.
dad, sorry.
Yes, who Percy's a fan of.
Right,
Of course.
gotcha.
That's why he's coming around.
Gotcha.
He's one of the literati coming round
Gotcha.
to hang and chat. What were you saying, groupies?
Yeah.
He is kind of.
Yeah.
Except he picked up the daughter
He's
instead.
a bit of a hanger-on, you know?
So despite being a product of the institution, Percy was anti-institution in every way. He had been thrown out of Oxford for his atheism, and he had been disowned by his very wealthy father.
But still with money, right, Daddy?
Over time, I think he pushed it. He kept pushing it, and over time, he was cut out of the money.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's funny because he is like I say, a product of the institution, like the poster boy.
Yeah.
So wealthy, and have all the opportunity, but he really tried to rebel against that. Percy Shelley regularly visited Mary's father, William Godwin, which is the house where everyone's dropping by, because Percy was a student of his radical views. He was kind of like a guru for him.
Right.
He really looked up to Mary's father. And Shelley, who at this time still had some money, agreed to bail Godwin out of debt. Although they had a falling out over money, and William Godwin, Mary's father, was not happy to hear that his daughter had been secretly seeing the already married Percy Shelley. He was an anarchist on paper, but he wanted his daughter to live a more respectful life.
Okay.
He's like, this guy's bad news. I don't want you seeing this guy. Shelley's family, Percy Shelley's family, were not happy with his radical views and much less supporting those who taught them because he was using his money to fund people. And that's when they cut him off. He was in line to inherit his father's estate and title, but had to wait for his dad to die before getting it. So he's out of cash for now.
Wow.
Now, Mary and Percy would secretly meet at her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft's grave in the church of St. Pancras, and it is an oft-repeated story that she lost her virginity on top of her dead mother's grave.
That
is
hot.
Nice.
That is so hot.
So hot. That is sexy.
If not everybody gets to like really perfectly curate their first time.
But if you could go back
oh my gosh.
and your mum could be dead.
Yeah. On the grave.
That would be it?
That would be so beautiful.
Wait, you don't have to go back, you virgin.
Why do you think she's waiting?
Yeah.
For the grave.
Waiting for the grave. Some people wait for marriage. I'm waiting for the grave.
Because of this, some people say that Mary, she's the original goth.
Right.
Banging on
and
the
her
grave.
book as well.
Yeah.
But
that helps.
do you
Just
think,
writing the classic gothic novel.
do you think, is there any proof in this? Because this feels like a classic sort of...
It's like everywhere says it probably, or it possibly happened.
Right.
But like everywhere that writes about it, it's one of the bullet points about her early life.
Yeah, right.
Meeting at the mum's grave is like a strange, like try a cafe,
Try
a pub, a park bench.
Better food, better drinks.
Why does it have to be at your mum's grave? That's a little bit odd.
Your mum's grave. Maybe it's just coincidental, and like there's a really good fish and chip shop next door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Fish and chips is the food you want to eat.
Apocryphal is the word I was looking for about a minute ago. Sounds like the kind of thing that might be a little apocryphal.
Oh, that as in the story of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't see that anywhere. It just feels like the kind of thing people would go later, she was so goth for it, Frankenstein. She was so goth, she fucked on her mum's grave. That's how goth she is.
She's so goth.
She's like goth. Her tears were black.
Yeah.
She cried black tears. That's how goth she was. Her pet was a dead cat. She walked a dead cat. Dragged a dead cat. That's how goth she was.
And she had a crow that followed her.
Whoa.
I followed a crow. She had a homing crow. That's how goth she was. Her homing pigeon was a crow. That's how goth she was.
I read all that this week, so...
Her butler was just a hand that ran around.
She was Wednesday. She was Wednesday Addams. That's how goth she was.
Just that really quick. That's how goth she was. Something very satisfying on the brain. Scratches the brain in a nice way. That's how goth she was.
So she's a super goth.
Yep.
In July 1814, the couple, that's Mary and Percy, eloped and secretly left for France, taking Mary's stepsister, Claire Claremont, with them as she spoke French.
Claire?
She's also known as Jane Claremont. She changed her name at one stage, maybe to get away from the double Claire.
Yeah.
Fair.
So it's this weird sort of throuple. And yes, a lot of people think that the free-loving and free-spirited Percy Shelley was also sleeping with Mary's stepsister as well.
Yeah, that probably tracks.
Yeah. But they travelled across Europe literally just walking as they had no money to travel in any other way. And when Mary found out she was pregnant, her father refused to bail them out. So money was tight, and Percy Shelley sometimes left home for short periods just to dodge his creditors. They didn't have any money.
That sounds like a really nice life.
Hmm.
Just travelling on foot
Yeah.
and hiding from people you owe money.
Yeah.
That's nice. Simple.
It's a simple life.
Yeah.
Writing poems that aren't appreciated at the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Mary was pregnant, lonely, depressed, and ill. Her mood was not improved when she heard that on November 30, her partner's wife, Harriet, had given birth to Charles Bish Shelley, who, because he was considered legitimate, was the heir to the Shelley fortune and baronetcy.
Yeah.
So she's like, crap. The ex-wife's just given birth
To an heir.
to an heir.
Well, yeah. Why does that surprise you?
Tuh.
You knew you married a married man
Wow.
whose wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
True, but if he had a daughter,
Yeah.
I'd still have a shot of getting in there first.
See, Mary's gonna have a daughter, I reckon.
Well, I'm afraid it gets only worse for poor Mary, who, remember, is still a teenager, because in February 1815, a few months later, Mary gave premature birth to a baby girl who died 10 days later, deepening her depression.
Shit.
Yes, I'm afraid she does have a bit of a hard life. During this time travelling across Europe, Mary...
Time travelling. She's time travelling?
During this time... I never realized I've written during this time travelling. And when is she going back in time to when Satan was born or something?
Going back in time? That's how she is.
I was really excited to get to see the wind up to it, but there is no wind up. It just bursts out of him. It's amazing. That's how she is. I can't even say it that quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff.
So during this time travelling across Europe, Mary was writing. She started a novel and then a historical novel, neither of which was finished after she was quite ill and then pregnant. But the whole journey across Europe became the basis of her first published work, a book of travel titled History of a 6 Weeks Tour, which was published a couple of years after the trip.
So it's like she's just like vlogging her,
Yeah, honestly.
her 6-week trip, and okay, sure.
I like the idea of calling your diary history.
Yeah. History of this morning.
But it's like a short history of the last 6 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. But that got published.
Yeah.
Sure.
Her and Percy and the stepsister did move back to England, and less than a year later, Mary gave birth to a son named William after her father.
Too many Williams.
It's a bit confusing. Mary's stepsister Claire, who'd been travelling with them, began an affair with one of the most famous people of the day, Lord Byron.
Oh, he died of syphilis. Is that right?
He's definitely died.
Okay. Wow, I got half of it right.
That's pretty good.
And he definitely banged around.
Yeah. For a while, I thought his name was Lord. I'm like, that's such a funny hack, just calling yourself Lord. And I was like, it was a thing that I was so sure about that I'd told people that.
Wow.
And it is not true. I made it up at some point.
You just heard Lord
and
Byron so
believed
much, you're like, first name Lord is pretty funny.
That's a great
funny.
name.
Yeah.
Apparently died of a fever that he contracted.
You died of a fever.
Yeah.
God, it was weird back then. Pop a cup of paracetamol, mate.
Come on,
Put a
mate.
bit of wet towel on your forehead.
Yeah.
Get some leeches out. Suck the fever out.
Jeez.
Have a rest.
Die of a fever. That's got to be a pretty full-on fever now.
Was it caused by syphilis?
Does syphilis
Was it
involve
syphilitic fever or?
I think it says he contracted it, so maybe.
Okay.
He died of syphilis.
Yeah.
So they're all banging each other. The group is kind of like the Fleetwood Mac of their day, these people. All banging
Thanks
around.
for putting the terms.
Thank
we
you.
can understand. A nice
making art.
fresh term.
Yeah. They're making art. They're fucking around.
Probably doing drugs.
Whoa.
Britannica describes Lord Byron as a British romantic poet and a satirist whose poetry and personality captured the imagination of Europe. So unlike his mate Percy, he is famous in his lifetime and also very rich.
Must be nice.
His fame was fueled by his literary works and his flamboyant, often controversial personal life. He became known as his own Byronic hero, a literary archetype characterised by brooding intensity, defiance of societal norms, and a captivating yet troubled personality.
Oh my God. We're talking Ryan from the OC. Oh my God, is Ryan based on Lord Byron?
Why do you think
Ryan?
Come on.
that can't be coincidence?
That can't be a coincidence.
Do you think that anyone took Lord Byron aside and taught him how to smear a bagel?
I assume so, yes.
When you described that scene in such detail.
I reckon we've done it about 3 or 4 times.
So good.
I reenacted it with my dad one time.
What?
There's a photo on my Instagram from years ago.
You're like, Dad,
It's a split
please.
screen, me and Dad reenacting the schmear.
So, born to fairly humble beginnings after his father had racked up huge debts, young Byron was shy from what he described as having a club foot. At the age of 10, he then unexpectedly inherited the title and estates of his great-uncle, William, the 5th Baron Byron. We should definitely do a full report on him one day. He's got a wild life, but he grew up to be an acclaimed poet, famed for having sex with a lot of people, both men and women, and his own half-sister.
Okay.
So,
Which half?
the good half.
Okay.
And also Mary's stepsister.
What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, it was a stupid question. Got a stupid answer.
Yeah, you got what you deserved.
Yeah.
He also was sleeping with Mary's stepsister, Claire,
Yep.
who was now pregnant.
Okay.
And she got a good guess at who's the dad? Sounds like it would be hard back then.
Yeah.
Who's the dad?
Honestly.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Is it going to have a club foot? Probably Byron. Is it going to be a loser? Probably Percy.
In May 1816, the year without summer,
Whoa.
that Matt did a block-winning report on.
Yeah, surprisingly the biggest of. But we're coming up to block, aren't we?
Block is so soon,
Block is
everyone.
very soon.
Couple of weeks away.
Yeah, very exciting.
The voting may still be open. If it is, I'll put a bit.ly link, bit.ly/block25, block in all caps. I think that matters in bit.lys. Maybe it
Nice.
doesn't. I don't know. But anyway,
Get on
we'll
there.
post about it on the socials.
So that summer, Mary, Percy, and their son travelled to, of course, William, to Geneva in Switzerland with Claire Claremont, where they planned to spend the summer with Lord Byron. On arrival, Mary introduced herself as Mrs. Shelley, despite not actually being married. And I think that is a bit much.
Yeah.
These things mean something.
Yes.
Words have meaning.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yes.
You can't just shake up some dice with letters on them
Yeah.
and make up a word.
You can't do
or
that.
a name. Or
You
a
can't
title.
just take a name without, going through the proper paperwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Paying the rightful fee.
That's right.
Doing the made up thing that we do.
That's right.
Putting a bit of ink
Yeah.
and a scribble on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Then it counts.
Yeah. Only then.
Only
Only
then.
then the love counts.
That's right.
You two know better than anyone. Sanctity of marriage.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm offended by someone, as
Yeah.
a married person, hearing someone claiming that they're married when they're not married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for us.
Yeah.
That's actually our thing. Yeah. Yeah.
It's sacrosanct. If I'm using that word right.
I don't know.
That's another boggle word.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got the boggle going over here.
So Lord Byron had left England after scandals had forced him to flee, including the separation from his wife, rumours of an affair with his half-sister, and ever-increasing debt. And he would never return.
This is Byron.
Lord Byron, yeah.
So he was right up high. He was flying. Big crash.
Big crash. And he's like, let's meet in Switzerland.
Can I just ask one quick question? How old is Mary Shelley at this point?
About 18 years old.
And we've been going for an hour.
Yep.
I'm going to pipe down for a little bit.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be a lot about her older age.
Yeah, that's right. We're about to get to the most famous bit, the important bit. At the time, moralizers referred to the controversial group that were meeting in Switzerland as the League of Incest.
Okay.
Sorry?
The League of Incest.
Okay.
And who gave them that title?
And they're not ashamed of that. Okay.
I mean,
What
they're not calling themselves the League of Incest.
Right.
People that are criticising their way of life. They're free-loving.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Whereas
I thought this was like,
No, they're like,
please come down to we've got meetings every Thursday and Sunday at the League of Incest
I
Hall.
think
We're in Switzerland.
they
We
called
go-
it the League of We Fuck Our Half Sisters, which was a lot wordier, and you can see why historians have sort
Yeah,
of.
I've just gone, I'll just call it the incest, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very specific, the half sisters, but that is apparently their thing. My half sister, your half sister.
I also just want to say, Dave said we're getting to the important bit of her life.
the bit that we've... sorry.
I think the important bit of my life was my wedding day.
Yes,
When
a
I
day.
signed that piece
Yes.
of paper
and you became.
and made it real.
Yeah, your life.
My life
And you
became
became-
real.
You became Mrs. Shelley.
That's right, I did. And my husband said, that's not my name or yours. And I said, well, I've already written it down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wish you'd
Sorry.
spoken up sooner.
I shouldn't have played Boggle before the wedding.
The mind, it boggles.
So we're with the League of Incest in
Of
Switzerland.
course, yeah.
It's the year of that summer, which remember, just quickly, is a time where the sky was blackened for much of the year because of a volcanic eruption that Matt went into.
Yeah.
And it was quite a pivotal year in the last 250 years.
It was a fascinating story.
A lot of stuff happened, including this bit we're getting to. Lord Byron and his young doctor, John William Polidori.
Another fucking William.
Another John William. Yeah, John William. Rented the Villa Diodati, close to Lake Geneva, which is a beautiful spot.
Sounds
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh my
Smoke-
gosh.
Smoke on the water.
Oh my gosh. Yes, far in the sky.
Yeah.
Percy Shelley rented a smaller building called Mason Chapuis on the waterfront nearby. And they spent their time riding, boating on the lake, and talking late into the night.
Oh, that sounds quite nice.
It's beautiful. Mary Shelley remembered in 1831, it proved a wet, ungenial summer, and incessant rain often confined us for days to the house. Sitting around a log fire at Byron's villa, the company amused themselves with German ghost stories, which prompted Byron to propose that they each write a ghost story.
Okay. A German one.
How would a German ghost sound, Bob?
I was going to ask you, Matt, because you do ghost stories very well.
Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't say boo. Ooh, they'd say... They'd say... They'd say... They'd say...
Yeah, that's what a German
Bloody
ghost would say.
shit, must
That'd be
I?
scary as hell.
That'd
That'd be so scary.
It's gibberish, of course, but it's like
Late.
ooh, that's English gibberish. Woo, woo.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, their equivalent of
German
German
gibberish.
Because
Yeah.
they're famously got a word for everything, including a gibberish ghost story.
Yeah, that's right. It would just be like late one evening when I was home alone in my house.
Und?
My how you say domicile.
I apologise for my lack of English
Yeah.
skills.
I'm sorry, English is my 7th language. I'm not as proficient as I would.
I wish you knew Swiss or Italian or one of my many other languages that I'm more proficient in.
Yeah. I feel a lot more confident expressing myself correctly and accurately in those other languages, but as you can only speak the one, I will, struggle my way through this.
Oh, I remembered another. You sure you don't speak Icelandic? No? Okay, we continue in English.
Schimmlish? How about
Schimmlish.
Und, no? Okay.
Okay, Klingon.
So, as mentioned on the Dracula episode, Lord Byron wrote an unfinished vampire horror story, one of the first in English to feature a vampire at all.
Wow.
And his doctor, John William Polidori, based his novella The Vampire on Lord Byron's story.
So the doctor's also a writer,
yes.
but a doctor, like a medical doctor?
He's a medical doctor. He's there as
Lord Byron's
doctor and friend, but he is also a writer.
Why does Byron need to travel with a doctor?
Well, he's got
The
syphilis.
syphilis?
He's got syphilis, yeah.
Can you just take a pill for that, or is there a cream or something?
No, they're leeching his cock.
Yeah, but what are they doing medically?
How many leeches?
Well,
Is he going to brag about it?
yeah, he's like, yeah, I got a 3 leecher.
Get a 3 leech on. Got a third one on there last night. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Had to ship in more leeches.
they were, baby leeches, but still.
Leeches kept getting full.
Yeah, I use baby leeches to make it look bigger.
And it's already pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to. I could fit 2 full adult leeches easy.
Easy.
Easy. If there was one on each side.
One hanging off another one. Sort of like a chain of leeches.
Yeah.
I could handle the weight of that, yes.
Do you think the League of Incest, they'd be a great villain enemy for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Do you think they could go head to head?
Versus the League of Incest. I love it.
I love it too.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Make some calls.
I'd read the shit out of that comic book.
League of Incest versus the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
League v League.
So Lord Byron and his Dr. Polidori, they came up with a bit of vampire stuff. And of course, Mary, after this challenge to write a ghost story, came up with Frankenstein. And I didn't realise this, but Mary actually struggled at first, because this is quite a legendary thing. Like, they all told a ghost story that night, which is how I always thought it was. But apparently she struggled to think of a story that night, and she got really anxious. She later wrote, "Have you thought of a story? I was asked each morning, and each morning I was forced to reply with a mortifying negative."
Mortifying.
She's like, how about like a vampire? Fuck, you did that one.
How about a vampire?
Fuck.
It's just in my head now.
A vampire, but it sucks your cock. Oh no, that's a leech. Okay. So she's like struggling. She wants to think of a story to like keep up with everyone else.
Yeah.
And then one night after midnight, unable to sleep, she became possessed by her imagination as she beheld the grim terrors of her waking dream, which was her ghost story. So sort of it came to her already formed in a dream.
Wow.
She later wrote, "I saw the pale student of unhallowed arts kneeling beside the thing he had put together. I saw the hideous phantasm," it's a great word, "of a man stretched out and then, on the working of some powerful engine, show signs of life and stir with an uneasy, half-vital motion. Frightful must it be, supremely frightful would be the effect of any human endeavour to mock the stupendous mechanism of the creator of the world." So she's sort of seeing like what we see as now Frankenstein is like a man creating life, sort of standing over a corpse. And that sort of comes to her and she's like, I got to write this shit down.
Wow.
And then a man from Porlock came.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Oh, no.
And somebody knocked on the door and she was like, fuck! And it took her another 20 years to write Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh, no, wasn't it? Yeah, not as good.
Nowhere near as good.
It's really just a tribute. Anything.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you didn't realize that, Dave, because I'm sure I said all of that in last year's episode.
Is that true?
about the waking dream and all that sort of stuff. So I know Jess remembers. So it's pretty brutal, Dave, that you don't.
Yep.
But did you know that it took, I don't remember you saying that it took a long time for the story to come to her.
Look.
What episode was this?
400 and something?
No, but like what was the...
Oh, the year without summer.
Oh, did you talk about this in that?
Yeah, I felt like you talked about it like about half a paragraph.
Yeah, half a paragraph, something like that.
Oh, very good. That.
The word phantasm rings a bell.
I love the word phantasm.
Phantasm.
Imagine having an orgasm with a phantasm.
With a phantasm. It's
a
like
fantastic orgasm with a phantasm.
All right. You fucked a ghost. We get it. Okay. No.
No.
Something more.
No. It was a waking dream. The sun was blotted from the sky.
I didn't fuck a ghost. I made love to a ghost.
So she has this sort of vision come to her. In the next few weeks, Mary produced a short story which, when expanded, became Frankenstein. She was just 18 at the time when she came up with what many refer to as one of, if not the first ever sci-fi novel.
So cool. Oh, Dave, I don't know if you're going to touch on this, but did you know that the monster's actually not named Frankenstein?
I didn't come across that.
Yeah. A lot of people make that mistake. So
People say they paint themselves all green and stuff, and they go, I'm Frankenstein.
You're not.
You're not. You are Frankenstein's monster.
And I think it's important to call that out.
Yeah, I think it is.
Even if they say, I'm just using it as a shorthand, everyone knows what I mean. That's not good enough.
It's not good enough. Yeah.
That's not what language is about.
Read a book, you fucking ignorant loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Before you come as sexy Frankenstein's monster, you read a book.
Read a book. Earn that sexy
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster costume.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm there every Halloween right with you.
I'll go around.
We drive the streets.
Yeah,
we find them. We
Yeah.
say,
Hey,
who are you?
What are you? You dress as?
And they say, Frankenstein.
I
And
say,
we get out, we beat the shit out of them.
Well, and we stand over and we
Yeah.
say, this is Monster.
Yeah. And then we get back in the car
Yeah.
and off we go. And we say,
we throw a book at their head.
yeah.
We've beaten them with a book already.
I love that you're both teachers.
Is it a weighty tome, Frankenstein?
It is the one that we use.
Yeah.
For
We use the
these
hard
things.
cover.
You get the hardback, yeah.
We get a special big one made.
A few hundred pages at least. You could.
Yeah.
But anyway, it feels
You could
good.
beat- you could
feels
beat it.
good.
Feels good to
But-
beat up a child.
Well, I mean, no, it's not for us. I should say that. It feeling good to us is a bonus.
That's right.
What we're doing is a service. We're teaching.
Yeah. Doing something good.
Yes.
Yes, it feels good for you, but
Yeah.
that doesn't take away the fact that you're doing something
Yeah,
good.
you're helping.
Yeah.
Correcting strangers.
Yeah.
Or friends, even.
Yeah.
On-
Family.
Yeah. Small, unimportant details.
Yeah.
Tedious, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh, the more tedious, the better.
We
That's
call
what I
it.
love about it.
Yeah, me and Bot. We're the League of Pedants. Incestual pedants.
Matt and I are siblings.
Yeah,
and
we're
we
half.
fuck.
We're half siblings. And we half fuck.
The good half.
Yeah. We just get straight to the good bit.
Just a halfie.
No foreplay.
Foreplay would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be
Oh,
weird.
one of them with a half sister. Jesus.
No.
That's my half sister you're talking about.
We've gone too weird now, I think.
Hmm.
Dave, back to you.
So she later described that summer in Switzerland as the moment, quote, when I first stepped out from childhood into life. AKA when she turned 18.
And so, and what did her partner think of this?
How old's her son at this point? And she just feels like she's completed childhood herself.
Ticked off childhood.
It was a different time. You know what I mean? It is weird, but back then, women weren't really people. They weren't.
It's like the pets thing.
It is. I think it is. It was like, not probably wasn't even the men. It was the families. They'd go shopping for a wife for their son.
Yeah.
So it wasn't it? You were.
Yeah.
And I think that system had merit. I don't know why.
Bring it back.
Why are we so quick to let that go?
Yeah.
Shopping for your son's wife.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows you better than your own family?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I guess that one.
The little pretty one.
Its father's rich.
I don't need to learn its name. That one.
It was probably Mary.
Yeah. I'll call her Mary anyway.
So she continued to write and refine the story whilst a series of tragedies befall those around her.
Fantastic.
By the end of August, Mary and Percy were back in England. In October, Mary's older half-sister Fanny, who I mentioned at the start of the episode, killed herself. Then a month later, Percy's first wife, Harriet, also ended her own life.
Wow.
God.
This is obviously awful, but the death left Percy Shelley free to remarry. And on December the 20th, he and Mary were wed at St Mildred's Church on Bread Street in London.
That's not real.
Bread Street.
Dave,
Also-
you're talking about some classic writers here. If you're going to get creative, you're going to have to lift, mate. Bread Street. Just say you didn't look it up. You don't have to name the
You
street.
can just say in London.
Well,
Yeah.
it was on my mind because I was walking Humphrey.
and you were thinking papadum or bread.
No, it's just like on the weekend, and these tourists wanted to take photos of him, and they said they were from Japan, and then they said he's so
I don't
cute.
think you've ever said the name of your son before. So you probably need to explain.
My son Humphrey, my toddler Humphrey. No, he's
Your
a Groodle,
giant Todd.
very fluffy Groodle, and he got the greatest compliment of his life as he walked away. The lady looked at me and said, "He looks like a bread."
He looks like a bread.
And I
Thank
went,
you.
"Thanks, see you later." It
The
was awesome.
greatest compliment of all.
He looks like a bread.
He looks like a bread. He said, "Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Yes."
We've been cutting his hair into the shape of bread for a long
Of
time.
course.
Did it
So
take you a
nice.
while to figure out? I would have been like a Brent. Do you think, sometimes people go, "Oh, you look like a Jess." He looks like a Brent to me.
I
Looks
just
like
think she
a
was
bread.
trying to
Everything
think of
about it.
something with a bit of fluff, and English was not her first language, and
Yeah.
she just went for bread, and I
Bread.
went, "I love it.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like a bread."
Colouring
Okay.
wise, he could be. Yeah, I get it.
He's very bready.
That's very sweet.
It was awesome.
A sweet bread.
A brioche.
Brioche. So that's
Yes.
why
That's what she was saying.
I was thinking of bread when I faked Bread Street,
Got it.
London, where they got married.
Bread Street.
That'll do.
123 Bread Street. Yeah, that'll do.
That works. That's a word.
My name's Mary. William Mary.
That's good.
That'll do.
That'll do. The Guardian writes that despite being finally married, quote, the couple were regarded as so disreputable that in an unprecedented decision, they were refused custody of Percy's children from his first marriage.
What? Okay.
Because they're the League of Incest.
Yeah.
Like society looks down on these people so much that Percy's grandparents ended up.
He also
Percy.
fucked off for ages.
Yeah, he hasn't been around for a long time.
Yeah, he
he
hasn't-
wasn't even there when the second one was born.
No.
The son was born.
Yeah. Charles.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe is that better for the kids, you reckon?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on when they've ended
Yeah.
up.
I actually think so, probably.
Right.
If they've ended up with his parents or grandparents, that they've got money,
Yeah.
they're very wealthy. Those kids will be,
Yeah. Yeah.
well looked after.
Yeah. Money is. They say money's not important. Well, I say it is a bit.
Yeah, you need it.
You need some of it.
Yeah, I don't agree that some people have too much of it,
Yeah.
but you do need it.
But I reckon if you're saying money's not important, you've probably got it.
yeah.
Yes,
That's right.
that's it.
By May of 1817, Mary had finished writing Frankenstein and gave birth to her third child, Clara.
Wow.
Frankenstein was published anonymously in January 1818, similarly to Jane Austen, who was also writing at this time.
Okay.
So it doesn't have her name on it.
Is this because it wasn't thought that women could write?
And I just think as a marketing thing, I just don't think people were going to buy a book by a woman at the time. So
And
her name's
even
not
if
on
it
there.
did put her name on it, she's, her rep isn't great because
Yes.
of a shitty husband.
Right.
It was given the full title of Frankenstein or The Modern Prometheus.
Oh.
We'll talk a bit more about the title in a minute. Reviewers and readers assumed that Percy Shelley, her husband, was the author, since the book was published with his preface. He'd given a bit of an intro, and the book is dedicated to his political hero, William Godwin. But that is, in fact, Mary dedicating it to her own father.
Ah.
But because he's associated with him too,
Right.
and he's a writer, people are like, well, he must have written it.
So yeah, and that didn't. Them thinking that he wrote it wasn't bad for the book because he's a man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can say as a feminist that men are better at writing.
It actually did lead to some bad reviews
Oh right,
because people hated him.
they're
Yeah.
like, why is this guy writing? He should be paying me my money.
Yeah, yeah.
For a long time even, people speculated that Percy Shelley must have helped Mary write Frankenstein.
Yeah, because say it, Dave.
Because how would a young girl who's 18, 19 years old write this groundbreaking novel on her own when
Yeah.
she is married to one of the most famous English poets of his day? Of course he's helped her write it.
And it started as a German ghost story. And we thought, vampire, ooh, but no, already done. Okay, so instead we thought, ooh, monster. Okay, listen to me. I think it's gonna be big. Brought to life by a machine. Yeah. You're interested, yeah?
Is it written by a man?
A German man.
Oh.
The most manly of men.
It's true that Percy did encourage her to write, but Fiona Sampson, author of In Search of Mary Shelley, the girl who wrote Frankenstein, wrote for The Guardian in 2018, Even in recent years, Percy's corrections, visible in the Frankenstein notebooks held at the Bodleian Library in Oxford, have been seized on as evidence that he must have at least co-authored the novel, because there's a few notes from him in the margin.
Yeah. Any notes? That's so funny. Like, nearly anyone who's written anything will have gotten notes, probably.
Anyone who's made anything of any kind.
Yeah, Fiona writes, in fact, when I examined the notebooks myself, I realised that Percy did rather less than any line editor working in publishing today would.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, his notes are pretty minor. But for a long time, people have said he must have written it.
Yeah.
At least co-wrote it.
He's writing things like, I'd maybe pick a different font. She's like, this is handwritten.
Yeah.
It will be in a different font.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, great. Sorry,
Yeah, cool.
yep.
Yep.
Have
you thought about changing this character's name to Frankenstein?
and make him a frog. Froggenstein.
Froggenstein. No?
No bad ideas.
Just, babe, spitballing him. Have you thought about having this bound into, like, book form? Yep.
Yeah, once again.
That will happen.
It's just handwritten. It's a draft.
Bottom right corner, page numbers.
In one margin, he's just written, "What are we having for dinner?" They're like, "Wow, he co-wrote this."
He's like, "Hey, miss you."
Yeah.
XXX.
Love you. Hee hee.
She wouldn't have liked that though, because that's how she is.
I'll, of course, go into further detail of the plot on the book cheat episode of Frankenstein, but for those that don't know, here's a very short summary of what the original novel is about. Frankenstein is an epistolary novel, which means it is written as a series of documents, much like Dracula. Except rather than a series of diary entries, Frankenstein is written as a series of letters. The story is presented through the letters of a sea captain and scientific explorer attempting to reach the North Pole, who encounters a man named Victor Frankenstein, and he records the dying man's narrative and his confessions. He's a bit like, this is the story this guy told me, here's the story, and then sort of goes into it. The story recounted describes the ambitious scientist Victor Frankenstein, who, driven by a desire to overcome death and unlock the secrets of life, creates a human-like creature from reanimated body parts. Victor Frankenstein builds the creature over a 2-year period in the attic of his hoarding house after discovering a scientific principle which allows him to create life from non-living matter. They never say what the principle is.
Ugh, classic.
Great. Killing it for himself.
He says, like, when he's telling the story, I'm not going to tell you what it was because I don't want anyone doing what I did because it's not good. So
Right.
the secret will die with me.
Okay.
Frankenstein, however, is disgusted by his creation and flees from it in horror. Frightened and unaware of his own identity, the monster wanders through the wilderness. The creature is not inherently evil and, in fact, saves the girl, but when the monster is shunned by humans who are terrified of how he looks, even the father of the girl he rescued, he tracks down his creator and gives him the ultimatum: create a wife for me or pay the price. Like, I need company. Victor starts creating a wife, but he can't go through with it, so the monster swears revenge on him and starts killing those closest to the scientist.
Whoa.
Right.
So his creator turns him evil.
Right.
And that's...
How did the bit of him wandering through the wilderness, how is that told if it's via letters and stuff?
Because the monster tells Frankenstein, this is where I've been.
Right.
And I've also learned English and French and German since I've seen you.
So he's very smart.
Yeah, he's actually, in the book, which I actually will talk about, he's very articulate,
Right.
much unlike the monster that we probably think of.
Yeah, and the one that people are portraying on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should say to them, are you there, boy? Give me a verse.
Yeah, in German.
Now French. Apparently you don't know either language.
Yeah. Prepare for your beating.
Get into a defensive pose. Let me beat you.
I've just got to fetch the book from my car.
Don't mind the blood already on it.
You have that amount of time to prepare yourself
I've already beaten 4
for
children
the
tonight.
bashing of a lifetime. I bashed a child.
Now, last chance. Who are you dressed as tonight?
Frankenstein? Yes.
Wrong answer.
The monster?
Yeah, great.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sorry.
Awesome. All right. Well,
So-
then I'll put this book back and I'll get you some candy.
Yeah. Love that. Love that. Oh, no, sorry. First, Can you say that in German or French?
Und Frankenstein's monster. Very good.
Okay, as far as I know, that's right.
Because I also don't know
it's-
German, but I'm not dressed as the monster,
dressed as-
so it
no,
doesn't
no.
matter.
I'm just as Victor. There are many possible inspirations for Frankenstein. These are a few of them. Of course, Mary probably drew in part on her own tragic life. When her first child died, she wrote that she dreamed of warming their body by the fire and bringing them back to life, which is so sad.
It is.
She is known to have discussed with her husband and Byron experiments of the day where electricity was used to reanimate dead frogs. This began with Italian Luigi Galvani, who in 1780 discovered that the muscles of dead frogs' legs twitched when struck by an electric spark. His nephew, Giovanni Aldini, took up the mantle and took it to the next level when in 1803 he used electricity to electrostimulate George Forster, who had just been hanged for murder in London.
Oh.
So he electrocuted his corpse. The Newsgate calendar describes what happened when the galvanic process was used on the body. It says, on the first application of the process to the face, the jaws of the deceased criminal began to quiver, and the adjoining muscles were horribly contorted, and one eye was actually opened. In the subsequent parts of the process, the right hand was raised and clenched, and the legs and thighs were set in motion.
Whoa! So it's sort of like a sort of a pride kind of.
Yeah, arm going up, one eye open, giving a wink,
Yeah.
running on the spot.
Fight the power.
Wow.
Wow. Aldani's experiment created a sensation since it seemed to demonstrate the electricity could be used to revive the deceased.
Yeah, is that what it demonstrated?
Yeah, is that what we've learned from that?
That's so fun, especially it's like his neck was broken probably being hanged.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
is electricity going to fix that as well?
Yeah.
Surely you'd want to do it on someone who had a heart attack or something.
What was that Brendan Fraser movie we watched where a guy came back to life?
Oh, the mummy, he was being hanged, but no.
Was it Brendan Fraser? I assume it was. And it was a very funny actor who I cannot remember. And his body came back to life, but his neck had been broken. So his head was sort of dangling in every scene. And it's like one of those SNL, like I'm sure Jess likes this guy.
Yeah. Is
Like
it
Friends
Chris
with all-
Kattan? I remember Chris Kattan being like that in some movie.
Yes, I think it is.
His head was hanging off. I can't remember what it was though.
No, I've no idea.
Broken neck movie. Was it Chris Kattan? I assume that this is a Fraser movie because why else am I watching this? And we talked about
Yeah,
it.
and yes. He was sort of coming after him. Yeah, I feel like it was a Fraser movie. I'm picturing him like outside in like a sort of a town square.
And then one of them jumps onto a hot air balloon and is dragged along like the broken neck guy. And it's very funny. The physicality of it is really hilarious.
I have no recollection.
And
of
he's
this.
wearing a red
actually-
tracksuit.
And he hurt his back for real, Chris Kattan, eventually.
Oh. That's not. Oh, no, I don't know.
I'm definitely picturing something.
Yeah, what is that movie?
Oh, look, you keep talking.
Is it? It's not the one where he. I don't know if I know who Chris Kattan is. I mean, I obviously will.
Night
know
at the Roxbury, the not Will Ferrell guy.
Then
No.
I've
Oh,
got
Monkey Bone.
Monkey Bone. Oh, you didn't watch that, Bob. Alexi. Alexi was in on that.
And you know why? You know why I wasn't here? Because I was going and getting married.
Really?
And that's what matters. That's where my life began.
Well done. Well, the movie, like, even Lexi was like, what do I say about this?
Right. Yeah, okay. I did not. Oh, yeah, I have not seen that. Okay.
It was not good.
Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or growing your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain and showcase your offerings with a professional website.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder to get a fully custom website in just a few easy steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category. It's easy, it's intuitive, no experience required.
Oh, tick, tick, tick for me. Three things that could be used to describe me. No experience, intuitive, and
Difficult.
easy.
You are difficult.
Oh no. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Well, let me add this. Squarespace also gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments.
Head to squarespace.com/dogoon, DOGOON, for a free trial and to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Trimble is the technology company that connects your physical and digital worlds so industries like transportation and geospatial can get hard work done faster than ever. Every day brings new challenges, decisions, adjustments, real-time moments that matter. With Trimble on your team, you're in command of purpose-built tech ecosystems and connected solutions that keep work flowing end to end. Turn data points into decision points, deadlines into finish lines, and possibilities into profits. Check out what Trimble can do for you at Trimble.com. Because with Trimble, you can act smarter, move faster, and lead with confidence. Trimble, confidence at every turn.
So anyway, back to reanimating people after they die.
Of course, yes.
It's big news at the time, or even, like it's in the popular consciousness. And in her introduction to the 1831 edition of Frankenstein, Shelley writes how galvanism was among the evening discussion, one of the topics before she experienced her waking dream that led to her writing.
Right.
So you can see how that probably inspired Frankenstein. The novel's subtitle, Or the Modern Prometheus, evokes the first great scientist of Greek mythology. Prometheus is most famous for defying Zeus, the king of the gods, by stealing fire from them and gifting it to humans, thus enabling civilization and technological process. And in some versions of the myth, Prometheus is also credited with the creation of humanity from clay. So you can see why she would call it the modern Prometheus.
Yeah.
And there is a X-Files episode called The Postmodern Prometheus.
Very
And I did not get that until I read Frankenstein for Book Cheat that time. And nearly every time I nearly always say postmodern Prometheus. So if I have slipped up, I apologize.
Yeah, I'm the same, but I normally say just Prometheus because to me that was the first one. I remember that coming out. And
Yeah, you remember the original.
yeah, the clay.
And then X-Files came out and you were like, huh, very good.
Very good, very good. But now you've filled in the gap in between. Yep.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Stephen Kern for Ohio State University, God's Country, writes...
Oh, go Buckeyes? No, what's the Ohio State University again?
Don't know.
Why would Jess
Why
know
would we
that?
know?
Yeah, what does he say?
Buckeyes, you're correct. Beautiful. In the novel, Frankenstein creates life and thereby challenges God instead of Zeus, and is punished by having his creation kill a number of those close to him, including his relatives and friends, including his bride on their wedding night.
Whoa.
A little spoiler there. And what about the name Frankenstein? It's obviously, we've heard it a million times now, but Mary Shelley maintained that she derived the name from a dream vision. It all coming to her in dreams.
Yeah.
Cool.
This claim has since been disputed and debated by scholars that have suggested alternative sources of inspiration.
I think you just got to take her word for it.
Yeah, I think she'd know best.
Even if she had come across it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's how it came to her in a dream.
That's how dreams work.
dream.
Exactly, yeah.
True. But people have like, which one? Which place inspired? Because Frankenstein, it's a German name called, or meaning Stone of the Franks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you listening? And
Once
it's a
stone of the, how do you say, the rock,
Are you talking of the boulders?
oh, the boulders, yes.
or the small one, the pebble.
Or the pebble, yes. Or the, yes. And many varieties. Sorry, my English is so poor. But you have a multitude of different types of sizes and shapes of rocks and stones. And so feel so embarrassed, bringing shame on my family with such poor and how to say vocabulary. And
Sorry to be geologically challenged. I don't have the igneous, the metamorphosis, but I can remember the others. So it's associated with various places in Germany, Frankenstein, including Frankenstein Castle, where Shelley may have visited or travelled near on her walk across Europe. About a century before this, Johann Conrad Dippel, an alchemist, had engaged in experiments at Frankenstein Castle. So some scholars claim that's why it must have come to her in a dream, because she'd been to this place
Okay.
where someone had, practiced alchemy. But that's debated. So I thought we'd look at the character of the monster and how it might differ in the original book versus a lot of pop culture depictions. What you're imagining, what people are dressing up as Halloween.
yeah, like low-cut top.
Fishnet tights.
Just a buxom monster. In the original novel, it was actually a lot less horny.
What?
Really?
Which is weird
Oh,
for that.
boring.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone in that group.
The League of Incest.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The League of Incest.
First of all, the phrase Frankenstein's monster, which we now pretentiously remind people that's what it's called.
Yes.
In the novel, Victor Frankenstein variously refers to his creation as the creature, fiend, spectre, demon, wretch, devil, the thing, the being, an ogre. In the novel, it's referred to as the demon, spelt or the daemon, Daemon, or the fiend more than monster. So it's funny that that's the one that's stuck. But again, that's from the movies.
Right.
That's why we all go for monster. As for how it looks, Shelley described Frankenstein's monster as an 8-foot tall, 2.4 metre creature of hideous contrasts. She writes in the book, his limbs were in proportion, and I had selected his features as beautiful. This is Victor Frankenstein. Beautiful, great God. His yellow skin scarcely covered the work of muscles and arteries beneath. His hair was of a lustrous black and flowing. His teeth of a pearly whiteness. He's got great dental hygiene. But these luxuriances only formed a more horrid contrast with his watery eyes that seemed almost of the same colour as the dun white sockets in which they were set, his shriveled complexion and straight black lips.
Ew.
Oh.
But great hair.
Great hair and great bod.
Yeah. I can deal with that.
Just don't look at the face, look at the
That's
pecs.
fine. That's where I'm always looking, baby.
The best-known image of Frankenstein's monster in popular culture derives from Boris Karloff's portrayal in the 1931 movie Frankenstein. This is the flat-topped monster with bolts in the neck, neither of which were in the book. My goodness. Karloff wore makeup applied and designed by Jack P. Pierce, who based the monster's face an iconic flat head shape on a drawing Pierce's daughter, whom Pierce feared to be psychic, had drawn from a dream.
He feared his daughter was psychic.
But he's like, oh no,
I'd better make the makeup of this monster on it or something will happen.
she'll hurt me in my sleep.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And that's become the one that, the image that we all know.
Yeah, the bolts in the neck is an important part of the costume.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
So you'd be beating those bolts off the kid's neck.
Yeah.
So
Flick
that's
'em
not
off.
book accurate.
Yeah.
Flat top? Where's the long flowing hair and the black lips?
Yeah.
8 foot tall?
Read a book, you little shit.
You're only 3.5 foot.
You tiny dickhead.
Since Karloff's portrayal, the creature almost always appears as a towering, undead-like figure, often with a flat top, angular head, bolts on the neck to serve as electrical connectors or grotesque electrodes, but they weren't required in the original. In the book, the creature is made of dead parts of humans, but also dead animals from a slaughterhouse, also together. So he's part animal.
Got the horse
I put
stick.
animals in you.
Horse stick.
Does that mean anything to you? I put animal parts in you. It's from Rob Schneider's The Animal.
Yes.
Michael Caton is the Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein sole character, and Rob Schneider is the monster who's put back together with animal parts.
Yeah. Another classic Rob Schneider film.
I reckon we watched that at a kid's sleepover
Yeah.
party in grade 6 or grade 5, 11 or 12, and even then we thought, this is bad.
And you were right.
That's so funny because I'm older than you, and I remember it being fine. But I think looking back, it probably wasn't great.
That was probably, that's a big role for Michael Keaton.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think I was like, yeah.
You know, that
Michael
feels
Caine.
exciting, yeah.
Because apparently Rob Schneider loved, and Sandler and stuff loved The Castle.
No way.
And that's how he got that role.
Wow.
But then Michael Keaton fell out with them because he reckons they ripped off his movie with what's his name? Paul Hogan, Strange Bedfellows.
Yeah.
And they made a movie that had a very similar storyline, like Sandman and stuff, called I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
And he's like, you've ripped off my movie, and they had a falling out over that.
Oh,
that's how I remember it.
that's funny.
But I also used to think that Lord Byron's real first name was Lord.
Yeah,
so
so,
take it with a grain of salt.
yeah.
Just on the Animals wiki page now, and it says controversy. Despite mostly negative critical reaction, at the time of its release, film critic David Manning gave the film critical praise. I should say. In late 2001, Manning was revealed to be a fictitious character created by Sony to fake publicity for the
That's
film.
so funny. Something that you could have got away with in the olden days,
Yep.
but not anymore.
I'm reading about the plot of Strange Bedfellows, and yeah, it's the same
It
thing.
is the same.
It's the same thing.
That's funny.
So back to Frankenstein. In the book, the creature is, as I said earlier, prodigiously eloquent, learned, after learning to speak from watching a family. That's how he learns. By the end of the book, he speaks German, French, and English. He is sensitive and emotional, which is in contrast to how he's been portrayed in subsequent media, often like a mute man, hell-bent on killing.
Yeah.
Brains.
Yeah,
He's like a zombie, basically.
yeah.
Yeah. The creature in the novel is also vegetarian. While speaking to Frankenstein, he tells him, "My food is not that of man. I do not destroy the lamb and the kid to glut my appetite. Acorns and berries afford me sufficient nourishment. The picture I present to you is peaceful and human."
That's nice.
So interesting. We were talking about Wednesday Addams before. Is Lurch kind of based on him? Is that?
Yeah.
Because they're all sort of, I guess, archetypes of...
And also the
Yeah.
Munsters, the dad.
Oh, yeah. What was his name? Harry Munster?
Herman.
Herman Munster. But yeah, he's also like very gentle giant kind of guy. Is he more accurate than some of the movie?
Yeah, because he's so jolly and sort of
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, we sort of. Yeah, it's a fun archetype. I'm looking up. Yeah, there's been so many characters based on it. There's one called Frankenstein.
I
think
it.
I see what they've done there. Monster High.
Oh, Monster High.
That's great.
Any goths?
Let's see what the other characters. Monster High, as in high school, not Monster High. Monster
Yeah,
Hello.
I definitely got
Oh,
it.
you got that? Yep. Dave, are you going to get to this, or are you
Have you
to
got other
Monster
ones?
High?
No, I don't have Monster High.
Yeah, Frankenstein, Draculaura, Cleo Denial, which is like a mummy one.
Yeah.
Cleo Denial?
Claudine Wolf, like a daughter of a werewolf.
Okay.
Laguna Blue, sea monster.
Okay.
Ghoulia Yelps. Ghoulia.
That's good stuff.
The spectacled daughter of a zombie
Sure. Yep.
from Canada.
They ran out. Oh, okay,
And-
that's good detail.
Abby Abominable. I reckon that'll be like a Yeti type somehow. Daughter of a Yeti.
Well, I suppose, their kids have to go to school, don't they?
Yeah. Frankenstein. Do you reckon they started with that? And they're like, I reckon
Yeah.
we can build a show
What else
out
we
from
got?
here.
Yeah, in the pitch meeting. What about Frankie Stein? I'm listening.
Yeah.
Dracula. Did you talk about Draculaura in your... Because you talked about some modern versions in that, didn't you?
I didn't get to Draculaura, I don't believe.
You're not very thorough, mate.
I know.
Don't half-ass it, mate. This is
Yeah,
year
come on.
9 level.
Come on.
Okay, we're going to be in VCE in a couple of years, okay? You need a lift.
I'm just trying to sort of coast through at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Going to go for an apprenticeship after year 10, so I'm good.
So in the book, he hates the idea of harming another creature and only goes on his revenge tour when shunned by the world. Basically, he just wants love, but people just can't get over how he looks.
Yeah.
They shun him.
I get that.
Yep.
People are like, she's too beautiful.
She's just too...
It's like, I look at her, it's like looking into the sun.
It's like terrifying.
So beautiful.
It's too perfect. It looks weird.
And I'm like, no, guys, get to know me. I've got a dog shit personality.
Yeah. No comment here. Despite creating the archetypal mad scientist in 1816 when Mary started writing it, the study of natural phenomena wasn't yet a proper profession and the term scientist hadn't even been invented yet. You know that they didn't coin the word scientist until 1834.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting.
Also in the novel, Victor Frankenstein isn't a doctor. He hasn't even finished his university studies yet.
Oh, wow. He should not be trying to make a person then.
No, he's only halfway there.
Yeah. No.
There's going to be some really big stuff in that final year.
Yeah. Yeah, probably some fairly important stuff.
That's why it goes so wrong. He's like, I had to add salt.
He jumped the gun. Yeah.
Oh. In the 1931 movie, he was called Dr. Frankenstein, and this has also become a big part of popular culture. So, but fact check, he wasn't a doctor.
Wow.
That's interesting. Wait, have we been correcting kids wrong? No.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
but,
we're just saying Frankenstein's monster.
But if the
I knew that.
if the monster is there with a friend dressed as a doctor, like with a stethoscope or something,
Then
you can rip
that's
that off.
That's a problem.
Beat him with the book.
No, you can have a stethoscope and not be a doctor. So I think we just need to make them identify themselves. They need to be wearing a name badge with their title.
Oh, okay.
Like I own a stethoscope and I'm not a doctor.
Well, I'm going to have to beat you with a book.
Please.
Colin Clive played the creator Victor Frankenstein, or Dr. Frankenstein, and his maniacal delivery of the words, "It's alive! It's alive!"
Yes.
When Dr. Frankenstein confirms his creature is moving, was listed by AFI as one of the 100 greatest movie quotes of all time. Wow. But this is actually not a quote in the book. So they made that up for the movie.
So, yeah.
So that movie's had a lot of influence as to what we think.
Yeah.
Similar. This feels like a similar story to your Dracula one.
Yeah.
Where different movies added new elements that have
really been picked up on, and then it just keeps being adapted.
Which I love that as a thing. It's just like it's always evolving.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And people would be writing things going, I hope this weird thing I've added gets caught up in the in the Frankenstein zeitgeist.
Oh, he wears platform shoes everywhere.
The Frankenstein-geist.
Frankenstein-geist, that's pretty good.
Is that something?
Well, I think you might have just added to it.
Yes.
He's a big fan of the New York Yankees. Always wears a Yankees hat.
Upon publication, the book became an immediate sensation. It seems to be universally known and read, a friend wrote to Percy Shelley. And Sir Walter Scott wrote in an early review, the author seems to us to disclose uncommon powers of poetic imagination.
Wow, that's lovely.
High praise.
Yeah.
Others weren't as into it and questioned the author's sanity. Although, remember, a lot of people thought it was written by Percy Shelley, who had a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
So
even if it didn't say Percy Shelley on it, but a lot of people thought it was him, so that would then, of course, like influence their impression of it because they hate him.
It taints the review.
Yeah.
The book was also adapted several times as a live stage production during Mary Shelley's life.
Oh, wow.
In London in 1823, Mary Shelley attended a theatre production the day before her 26th birthday. She's still so young. The well-known actor T.P. Cook starred in it, and he became associated with the character much like Boris Karloff would be in the 20th century.
Right.
So,
Did you look at me then because you thought toilet paper Cook?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
T.P. Cook, I went,
I didn't get it.
Yeah,
now I get it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit to get there.
Yeah, it's
that
pretty
makes sense. It
highbrow.
took a while to unpack it.
Yeah. Matt and I are on a different level.
Yeah. We get things, if you know what I mean.
We get things, we bash kids, we're busy people.
So just going back a little bit in time now, later that year, so 1818, the book's out. It's going quite well, but more tragedy struck when in September her daughter, barely a year old, died in Venice.
What?
And the following June, her son died in Rome.
What?
Yeah, it's such a hard life.
Oh, that's awful. They were like her son was only a few years old. They were young kids, right?
Yeah, really young.
Oh, it's awful.
So that's, she's had 3 children. They've all died very young.
Oh.
The Poetry Foundation writes, the end of the summer, she was able to return to writing, producing the novella Matilda. The birth of her 4th and last child, Percy Florence Shelley, in November made it difficult for her to see to its publication. And this did not appear in print until 1959, a long time after she died.
Wow.
I'm pleased to say that her son, Percy Florence, lived into adulthood, making it to 70, in fact.
Oh, wow.
So that's good. Mary continued to write, and in 1821, the Shelleys settled in Pisa, and by the end of the year, Lord Byron had joined them. The gang was back together again, but
Are they responsible for the Leaning Tower?
they pushed it over
Oh,
with their sins.
oh, they're so cheeky, this lot.
That's a good prank.
Yeah, it is good.
And has actually, they probably didn't realise, but it's really boosted tourism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now you can do that thing where you stand next to it and look like you're pushing it
Yeah,
over
a
in
bit
a
of fun.
photo.
I've got a photo of me kicking it, which is fun.
Really?
Yeah,
Who gives a shit about a tower of pizza?
Yeah.
Pizza.
So they're all together again, but I'm afraid more tragedy, as on the 8th of July, her beloved husband, Percy Shelley, set sail on his new boat, the Don Juan, which I'm assuming is named after his friend Lord Byron's famous poem of the same name, but maybe not. After sailing out of Livorno in Italy, the boat encountered a storm and all on board drowned.
Oh, no.
Percy's body washed ashore 10 days later, and his body was cremated on the beach. This has been depicted in artwork with Mary weeping. It's quite a famous painting, but she was, in fact, not there for the cremation.
Wow.
Percy was only 29 and Mary only 24.
Oh, my God.
Like, so much has happened to her.
In like such a short,
Yeah.
fuck, what a full-on life.
And, people dug the boot in because the day after the news of his death reached England, the Tory London newspaper The Courier printed, Shelley, the writer of some infidel poetry, has been drowned. Now he knows whether there is a God or not.
Wow, a bit full-on.
Brutal.
The man's dead, guys.
Yes. One part of his body didn't burn on the beach. His heart. Well, it was thought to be his heart, which Mary kept for the rest of her life in a desk drawer wrapped in some of his poetry.
What? Sorry, what?
No.
Yeah, she just kept his heart.
Heart. Oh, that's how gosh she is. Is that what I was saying? I can't remember.
That's how goth she is.
Is that what I was saying?
Yeah.
That's how gosh she is. Heart in a drawer. That's how gosh she is.
That's full-on.
That
That's
is-
gross. That would stink.
That is goth as shit. No, it was wrapped in poetry. I think that would probably seal in the juices.
Smell-proof. That's, that's okay.
There's so many other. It feels like every franchise ever has had a Frankenstein-inspired character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, obviously.
That's the big one.
the
I mean, he
big one.
peaked there.
But it looks like there was one in the Ninja Turtles called Venus de Milo. I'm on Reddit. But yeah, like Frankie from One Piece, Autobot X from, I guess, is from the Transformers.
Wow.
So it's got just put together from
Oh,
bits
yeah,
and bobs
okay,
of
yep.
other Transformers. Boltman from Digimon.
That'd do it, yep.
Android 8 from Dragon Ball. Like everything's like that's like very
She was,
clearly.
yeah, that is that square head.
Which one was Android? Can you show me that one?
He's got the very rectangular head, I would say, with a
and that's-
scar on it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I realised how young she was when she wrote it.
Yeah, teenager.
And how, I mean, look, Matt finding all these things on Reddit now of all these different characters that have been sort of inspired by a Frankenstein's monster type, like hugely influential novel from an 18-year-old.
Yeah, and just for it, like a lot of these are very new.
Exactly, yeah.
And I imagine it's going to go on like this for a long time.
That's
gotta tell you,
incredible.
new adaptations and inspirations come out every single year.
Yeah.
It's wild.
That's amazing. But yeah, how she's 24 and a widow and has lost so many of her children. It's horrific. What a life she's led in such a short period of time.
Yeah. And then Lord Byron, which is one of her close friends, died only a few years later in 1824, possibly of syphilis, according to Matt.
Oh,
And
but
What a
for-
weird thing for me to half remember.
He died of a fever. Have some hydrolyte, mate.
Come on, mate.
Get
Put
some
yourself
hydrolyte in
together. So after he died as well, Mary Shelley described herself as the last relic of a beloved race, my companions extinct before me. So basically everyone's died around her. She's surrounded by death. I read that she started to wonder if she was cursed because most people she loves have died so young.
Yeah.
And her mother dying after giving birth to her, she apparently felt guilty about that for her whole life, blaming herself for causing the death.
Yeah.
So it's awful. She even wrote a novel based on this concept 8 years after Frankenstein called The Last Man, which is set in the 21st century when only one man endures, the lone survivor of a terrible plague. And even that's a very advanced sci-fi concept.
Yeah. But they did do The Last Man on Earth. Is a Will Forte show, and it's very funny.
That's how good she is.
Yeah, she inspired Will Forte.
Bloody hell. And he's hard to inspire.
Agreed. I've tried.
Hard to motivate. Get off the couch, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like he died of syphilis.
Just a fever.
You wanted it to be.
That had been speculated. Because I went to uni so long, because I did literature as a minor. I reckon maybe so I'm vaguely remembering it from then.
You remember him dying, though.
But
when you were
yeah,
at uni.
this is also like they're saying modern medical analysis suggests he died from a septic infection following a fever. That's modern. But back when I was learning about him,
Syphilis.
it was, I was reading about it in the Daily News. What's Lord Byron up to right now?
Probably
His name
syphilis.
is Lord. I remember having that thought.
Yeah.
The man's name is Lord. Bit of a fun hack, which wasn't even a term then. I coined it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you knew that about me.
I didn't know that.
Coined the term hack.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Life hack. That's one of mine.
What?
Yeah.
Did you get royalties for that?
I don't. Actually.
So sore
That's-
It is a
point?
sore point.
That's a crime.
Yeah. Every time someone says it, I should be given money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now widowed, according to The Guardian, she returned to London and spent the next 2 decades eking out an allowance for her surviving child that her father-in-law loaned her. Sir Timothy Shelley, the father-in-law,
Timothy Shelley, Maine. It was named after him, I think.
his own eldest child was illegitimate, but he never accepted Mary, who had lived and had 2 children with Percy before she married him, into the Shelley family. Double standards.
Yeah.
Prick. What's his name? Name and shame.
Sir Timothy
No.
Shelley.
Well, I've just forgotten his name. Great. Thanks for telling me so I can remember not to remember it ever again. Yep.
Gone.
You're done, mate.
Erased.
You're gone.
You've been erased.
You prick.
He at first agreed to support his grandson, Percy Florence, only if he were handed over to an appointed guardian, and Mary Shelley rejected this idea instantly. She managed instead to wring out of Sir Timothy a limited annual allowance, but to the end of his days, he refused to meet her in person and dealt with her only through lawyers.
This guy seemed... I don't remember his name, but this nameless guy,
Yeah.
absolute cock.
Wow.
Real piece of shit.
Whoa.
I agree.
Real dog cunt. If I don't finish the word, don't have to bleep it.
That's right.
I'll have to be the longest bleep of all time.
Real dog.
Wow, Matt really went off there.
Maybe that would be funnier. AJ, I'll leave that up to you.
So her father-in-law is giving her absolutely nothing. He's a real dog. But her father, William Godwin, whom she lived with for a time, wrote these very encouraging words to his daughter, which I think is very nice. He wrote, "Frankenstein is the most wonderful work to have been written at 20 years of age that I've ever heard of. You are now 25, and most fortunately, you have pursued a course of reading and cultivated your mind in a manner the most admirably adapted to make you a great and successful author. If you cannot be independent, who should be?"
That's nice.
It's like, yeah, keep writing.
Yeah.
You're really good.
I like how back then they would say 5 and 20.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. There's American shops that are called like 5 and dime, is it? What does that mean? Is that the same?
I don't know.
Or have I misremembering something?
I don't know.
Feels like it's a lyric from a song.
I've heard of a dime store.
Yeah. Got it at the 5 and dime? Is that
Yeah.
from like a Brian from Got
Yeah.
my first real 6-string Bought it at the 5 and dime. It's probably not the lyrics.
Those are the words.
Oh, you got to look that up. That's great. No, you're right. I got my first real 6-string, bought
funny
it
if I
at
was
the
right.
5 and dime. That's great. Played it till my fingers bled.
That's so funny.
Would have been a lot funnier if it was wrong.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it would have actually.
a 5 and dime, a shop selling a wide variety of inexpensive household and personal goods. But I wonder what's a dime? Is a dime 25? No, it's a quarter. Be 10 cents, I guess. 5 and dime. So is it like
It's a
15-cent shop?
Yeah.
We are infuriating
Getting
Americans.
a guitar for 15 cents.
Hey, no, I think Americans like to be thought of. You know, like how excited you are. They're always like, "Oh my god!"
I'm
They can't
excited
believe it.
when
They're talking about little old us.
When Australia is mentioned, like somebody went to Australia, I'm like, wow. But where he go, like, yeah, so let's try and figure out what this shop is about.
Yeah.
Like that would be infuriating.
Yeah, true. Do you reckon if you're listening to a podcast and they're going,
What's the reject shop?
But then in America, they're going, $2 shop.
yeah,
What could that be?
What could that be? What can they sell in there?
that sounds expensive. I just go to the 5 and dime. I mean, they must still be calling it 5 and dime. But they can't be selling things for 15 cents,
That's
can they?
right. Yeah.
And of course, in the UK, they've just got
Poundland.
I tell you what, that's where the
League of Incest. I'd love to hang out there.
My brain was saying group of pervs. No, that's not right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The group of people. So her father-in-law's a piece of shit. Her dad's like, you should keep writing. You're good. She actually did support herself through her writing, the bulk of which had to be done anonymously.
Oh.
But supporting herself through writing was very difficult at the time, particularly as a woman, and she was able to do well enough to see her son through private school at Harrow, and she moved close to the school to avoid having to pay for boarding fees. That's smart. And then Percy went to university. How brutal is this from Wikipedia? Though Percy went to Trinity College, Cambridge, and dabbled in politics and law, he showed no sign of his parents' gifts.
Oh.
That is a bit brutal.
I heard another expert describe him as the most boring person of all time.
That's
So brutal.
funny.
What are the odds of that? That
Two
can't be right.
really like grandparents are really
Yeah.
radical. Your parents are like two
Two of the best writers.
absolutely
Yeah, it'd be a
And
sure
yours-
thing.
real
So
forward
dull.
thinking, and you're just really boring.
That would
he
be
still
a-
gets picked up, the father-son in the draft, the
Yeah,
writer's draft.
The writer's draft. But it's he's just writing about what he did that morning.
Yeah.
It's very literal. It's
Which,
dull.
I mean, that's what his mum did that time. History of the last
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Wiki also has this anecdote about Mary Shelley. She also met the American actor John Howard Payne, who fell in love with her in 1826.
Of course.
He proposed marriage, but she knocked him back, saying that after being married to one genius, she could only marry another.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought she was going to be like, I've already married a genius. I can't. No, it's like, sorry, mate, you're not. You're not quite there.
You are dumb.
It would be difficult for me to spend time with you.
Yeah.
That is, unless she said that with a little twinkle in her eye, then that's very funny. I mean, it's funny either way,
It's
but
pretty funny.
maybe a little brutal to him.
Yeah.
And did he live much longer than that? Because it feels like the kind of thing, might be hard to...
Tip you over the edge.
yeah.
She continued to write and was prolific. She wrote the novels The Fortunes of Perkin Warbeck.
Whoa.
That's so close to Perkins Warneke.
So close.
Or Perkins Weebeck.
Yeah, well, I don't know why that's relevant.
True, sorry.
She wrote another book called Lodore, one called Faulkner. She contributed 5 volumes of Lives of Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and French authors to Dionysius Lardner's Cabinet Cyclopedia, which I'd never heard of, but still sounds impressive. She also wrote short stories for ladies' magazines.
She actually coined the term love rocket.
She also continued...
Throbbing member.
She also continued to promote the life and work of her husband, Percy Shelley, who started to become more and more recognised, and she was paid by a publisher to edit an edition of his work.
So it wasn't too much later. And did people know at this stage, have you said, that she wrote Frankenstein?
Yes, she did come out to say, I wrote that, to start getting some of the royalties for it.
Right.
Because people were reprinting it without her.
Oh.
Because she's anonymous. She had, no, I own the copyright.
Yeah. That's so funny. And were some people like backtracking on their praise of it? Sorry. That recontextualizes things, doesn't it?
Now that I've thought more about that book that I said I loved, I think actually I hated it.
Yeah.
I think actually it was the worst thing I've ever read about. I loved it as toilet paper.
Yeah. TP.
Fantastic toilet paper. Cleaned my bottom with it.
Yes.
I suppose even a woman could fall onto a pen and accidentally write a novel. So maybe that was it.
Did you fall on the pen?
Do a few scribbles.
You're very clumsy,
Look
aren't
like
you?
words. That's more likely than a woman writing a novel from her own mind. In 1830, she sold the copyright for a new edition of Frankenstein. She edited a bit for the 1831 edition, added a few elements, and she sold it for just £60 to Henry Coburn and Richard Bentley for their new standard novel series. So £60 then, it's about £6,000 today. So it's not heaps.
Just for that one-off, or like she just sold them forever from then?
I think that she was selling it on to them forever, yeah.
Did she live much longer?
Yes, but fortunately some good news is coming up.
Yep.
Starting in 1840, Mary and her son travelled together throughout Europe, which of course Mary published a book about.
Of course.
Called Rambles in Germany and Italy in 1840, 1842, 1843. So at least she's got 3 years to write about this time, not just 6 weeks. Finally, the one death she'd been hoping for happened. Her son's grandfather, Sir Timothy Shelley, finally died in 1844 at the age of 90.
I didn't even hear. Did you say a name then?
Yeah.
Old prick.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Mary described it as, quote, falling from the stalk line, an overblown flower.
Wow.
So she's been waiting for this death for a long time.
Wow.
And he hung on to 90. With her son getting the family title and the estate, for the first time, she and her son were financially independent. Though the estate proved less valuable than they'd hoped, they still had money and a place to live.
Okay.
And they were sorted for the rest of her life.
Fantastic.
In 1848, Percy Florence, her son, married Jane Gibson St. John, and Mary, who got on well with her daughter-in-law, lived with the couple at Shelley's large ancestral home and at their place in London.
Oh, it's nice.
So she had a nice place to live for the rest of her life. Sadly, all good things must come to an end, and Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley died on the 1st of February 1851 at Chester Square in London, probably from a brain tumour, we now think. She was only 53 years old.
Wow.
Wild life.
Yeah.
Wild.
Incredible life.
And for quite a long time after her death, her literary output was overshadowed by her husband Percy Shelley, who became more and more and more acclaimed, which she championed. She knew with him as this big genius and really pushed his work. The attempts of Mary Shelley's son and daughter-in-law to quote-unquote Victorianize her memory by censoring biographical documents contributed to a perception of Mary Shelley as a more conventional, less reformist figure than her works probably suggest. They tried to sort of Disneyfy.
Yes, because the Victorian era, there was more like, oh no, a lady wouldn't sort of thing.
Yeah, they're very proper. And also, like I said, he was quite a boring guy. He wasn't as radical as either of his parents.
Right.
So when he's like deleting parts of their history to make them seem a bit more like the ideal couple and none of their sort of affairs and other things, he's sort of tried to delete that from history for a while.
Next generation often rebels against one before, and it's funny when the rebellion is to be more normal.
Yeah.
Or more
conservative or
straight.
straight. Yeah.
In some ways, she was also the victim of the huge and enduring success of Frankenstein, which outshone everything else she did. Because, it's like one of the most famous books in the English language. It's difficult to top that.
Yeah.
Especially when you do it at 18.
Yes.
Yeah. You look like a one-hit wonder, even if your other books are huge successes.
Yeah, like I read other pretty good stuff that has been acclaimed and sold well, but it's like it just didn't sell millions and millions and millions and millions of copies that we're still talking about. Until the 1970s, scholars started to make more of a comprehensive view of Mary Shelley's achievements. Her other works, which had been out of print for decades, were republished and started to be more widely read. And as for the details of her personal life, it was not until Emily Sunstein's Mary Shelley, Romance and Reality, published in 1989, that a full-length scholarly biography was published. So it was like well over a century after she died that people are actually talking about the woman behind the novel,
Yeah, wow.
and not the woman behind the man as well.
Yeah.
Well, our son was just like, oh, nothing worth reading about. Wouldn't bother.
Yeah, she's just a very normal person.
Yeah.
Just happened to
Very
write a very
normal.
good book.
What do you think? What do you think her life would be? That was it.
Yeah.
So I don't even.
She was a
remember what
mum,
happened.
you know,
Yeah.
mums.
She's a
they
mum,
just-
good wife.
Yep, mums just exist,
Yeah.
and they just appear one day.
Yeah.
They don't have a life before you, and that's it.
Certainly don't have a life after me.
No,
Not going to let people write about her.
no.
Anyway, yeah, you can figure. Oh, mum. Yeah. No, she was good.
Yeah, she was all right. Her
You
mum's
can-
good.
I mean, if you want, you can put that into a book, but I don't know if I'd bother
Yeah,
because she was good.
Yeah.
Had a good life, good marriage. Yeah.
yep.
Sorry, Percy, are you in witness protection over there?
No. Well,
No, this is just how I talk.
So,
I'm very boring.
this is just me. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Do you need me to slow down a bit?
It just sounded like your voice had been altered.
No. This is just my voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, nothing to see here, really. Just very normal.
I feel like I'm going to fall
I
asleep.
know.
Very, very normal.
Should do audiobooks as this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that, but, that's, I don't know about the fast life and the Hollywood, the bright lights of audiobooks. I don't know if I could survive in that kind of high-octane atmosphere. But, yeah. Oh, it's been really great stopping over. Hopefully I'm not interrupting you writing down any dreams.
Yeah, man, actually, I was just writing one down. Oh, my God. What? It's gone.
Oh.
All I can think about is
Not again.
your boring voice.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry about that.
So it wasn't until
Anyway,
1989.
I probably better get back off to work in
Yeah, that'd be great.
probiotics or whatever it was.
Probiotics. Very dull.
Very dull. Very dull stuff. No, it's a lot of fun. The other day I found a new strain. Well, I thought I had. It turned out it was the same strain that I'd already been working with. But yeah, there was a moment there that the heartbeat really got going.
Is he gone?
Anyway,
don't
I
encourage.
best be off, I suppose. Probiotics was my stab at whatever that saying was, and I don't know if it wasn't even close enough for you to.
I still don't get what you're talking about.
There was a phrase before where a boring guy came over and he had to go back to work
Yeah, a friend from
From Porlock.
Paul Lock. Oh, a
You
couple of
went-
letters there.
probiotics.
I think I got a couple of the letters right. So anyway, I'd best be off. Unless what? You got dinner going?
Nah. We're just going to close this door. Thank you, Percy. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well,
For getting the insight on both your mother and father there. We've learnt a lot.
yeah. So yeah, if you need any more quotes,
Sorry,
The
just can't-
door is closed.
just can't
The
close
door is
yep,
closed.
Yep, and
yep.
good. I can just hear them.
So I'll head off then.
I can just hear him muffled on the other side of the door.
I'll head off.
So it's amazing. He's got one of those voices that sounds clearer when it's muffled.
Sorry. If you don't say anything, I'll assume you just want me to go. Did you say something?
No. Sorry, I didn't hear you. So it wasn't until the late 80s that people started writing like a scholarly biography about Mary. But now, thankfully, there have been lots and a lot more is known about her as she stepped out of her husband and Frankenstein's shadows. As for Frankenstein, we know that became a pop culture behemoth in the 20th century. As of August 2025, a body of 413 known feature films, 184 short films, and 251 TV series and TV episodes feature some version or interpretation of the character Frankenstein's monster.
Wow.
Such as Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, one in Transformers we heard about.
Yeah, there's a Digimon one.
A Digimon Boltman or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
Boltman. Look at this. That looks sick. Fran Madaraki or Frankenfran. It's pretty fun.
Wow, that is fun.
Is that
Frankie.
is that anime?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's an anime.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
Bolts on the head.
so influential.
It's great. The novel or its character have appeared in stage plays, musicals, comic books, songs, video games, radio plays, toys, merchandise, parodies of all sorts.
Wow.
Ben 10.
Ben 10 even.
Wow.
Look at this guy from Ben 10.
Whoa.
That's the scariest one.
Frankenstrike.
The first film adaptation of Shelley's novel was Frankenstein, a short 1910 film directed by J. Searle Dawley and produced by Thomas Edison.
Wow.
Did you know he produced movies?
I did not.
Early movies? Amazing.
Might have talked about that in an old episode.
Doesn't mean I knew it.
You didn't know it then and you don't know it now.
Even if I knew it at one point, I didn't now.
Well, I did the episode on him and Westinghouse, and I feel like that rings a bell, but I mean, I also thought Lord Byron's name was Lord.
Yeah.
You would have bet the house on
You
it.
shouldn't have told us that because now we can use that anytime you're
Yeah,
confident.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll say, yeah, but you thought Lord Byron's name was Lord.
Yeah. But five and dime, I was right on that.
That's
You
you
were.
were right that was a shop
And a lyric
from Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams.
So
Yeah, that impressed me.
And famously, things don't impress you much, much like Shania Twain.
Like I said earlier, the 1931 film Frankenstein by Universal Pictures and its 1935 sequel Bride of Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff as the creature, have had the most enduring influence on the character's appearance. The first film in particular was met with a massive box office success.
wow.
It was huge. And like Dracula, every decade and every generation, the creature has been portrayed, making it instantly recognizable, keeping the character and the story in popular consciousness.
In other words, it's still alive.
Exactly.
Does that help put it into sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi, who portrayed the quintessential Dracula, also portrayed Frankenstein's monster.
Whoa.
First in 1943's Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Our previous report topic, Christopher Lee, has also played both characters. I guess
wow.
some people just have a look
Yeah.
or a vibe. They can pull off a monster.
Yeah.
In the 90s, Robert De Niro played the creature in the Kenneth Branagh-directed Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is considered by many to be the most faithful adaptation of the book.
Oh, that's fun.
In 2011, I'm just trying to say a lot of famous people.
Including
played it.
long hair.
I don't remember having long hair, but his face has been stitched together. He does not look like Bobby De Niro.
Right.
In 2011, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, doing the You dogging at me?
If you could see your face, Dave, that was spot on.
Yours was pretty good actually too, Matt. I gotta say, I didn't know you could do that with your mouth, but it was pretty good.
Oh, well, I was making fun of Dave.
Oh.
Were you making fun of me?
No, I was trying to do Bobby De Niro.
You making fun of me? You making fun of me?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's really hurtful. I have low self-esteem. Thank you.
Well, that's not true.
And we've tried to lower your
The
self-esteem.
cockiest man in the world.
Not cocky.
Unflappable.
Not cocky, just confident.
Yes. Quietly confident.
Yeah.
BDE.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonder where does he get it, though?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, we all shared it. We all shared a bathroom.
We had a bath.
We shared a bath.
We all had a bath.
It wasn't weird.
Was a cold bath, though. We had an ice bath.
Exactly. And I kept saying, it's cold. Everyone, it's cold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and Jess and I were like, it's not affecting us.
Yeah.
We're bigger than ever.
I was bigger than ever.
We
You
were
were
bigger than
huge.
ever.
Intimidatingly so.
I think canonically, Jess has the biggest D on the pod.
Yeah,
We've
we
rolled
rolled
on
dice
it.
on it one
We've
time.
rolled it. Matt, I'm afraid you were the smallest.
Yes. But it was very cold.
Those die were cold.
Those was and you know, it's no shame to be smaller than such a brute.
Honestly, you don't want to be bigger than that.
Yeah, that's a
Ugh.
hog.
Yeah, it's a burden.
A beast of burden.
In 2011, Benedict Cumberbatch and Johnny Lee Miller alternated playing the roles of Victor Frankenstein and the creature in a theatre production.
That would have been confusing.
Yeah, who am I tonight? Jesus Christ.
They're both stepping on each other's lines.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Oh, no, that's you.
They've both come out in a lab coat and they're like, wait.
Oh, no.
And in 2025, in just a couple of months, in fact, we'll add a new name to the list with the release of the Guillermo del Toro adaptation, set to star Australian Jacob Elordi in the role of the monster. One of the most beautiful people on the planet currently.
Disagree.
Jacob.
Isn't he famously a hot guy?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I hope that they just make the monster really hot. Like, they don't put any makeup on. He's just a really big,
he's just
handsome
a hottie.
man.
He's just a hunk.
That would be great.
Because he's quite tall, so that's good, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he's a 196, it says here. Jeez, he's a big
Growing the
man.
hair out, maybe. Could do it. Could do the Mary Shelley version.
Yeah, really long hair and
Outdo Branner.
attractive.
What about Frankenweenie? I've gone found some more. Sindri from One Piece. I say that already. Bella Baxter from Poor Things. Edward Scissorhands. Frankenstein from Soul Eater. Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow.
Well, it's a long list.
It's a long list.
And finally, in 2026, Christian Bale is due to play the character in The Bride, directed and produced by Maggie Gyllenhaal. The film is based on The Bride of Frankenstein from 1935. So,
And this, like you were saying in the story, he wanted a bride.
yes,
That's the idea? It's like a sequel to the book that didn't...
it's a sequel, and I think that they do have a bride for him. I think it's... I think it's fan fiction,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Mary Shelley was never tempted to write a sequel.
Not that I know of at all, no, which is interesting, because it was, her most successful work.
Yeah, but I guess, you want to move on. I can understand that as well.
Yeah.
Not everyone's like Metallica, who's written The Unforgiven 2 and The Unforgiven 3.
Really? Comfort 3.
Yeah, it's rare you get sequels for songs, but they've done 2 sequels.
I'm hoping for a 4th.
Yeah.
So there you have it. More than 200 years since a teenager whose life was steeped in tragedy and who first pioneered one of the first sci-fi novels, Mary Shelley's creation is still very much at the forefront of popular culture. It is indeed alive.
Wow.
Which Matt already made that
Sorry
reference
about
before.
that.
But,
AJ, can you edit?
But I
Edit out
just want you to know
Major.
that I wrote that
Yeah.
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he sat down, thought about it, and put that down.
Yeah.
Whereas it just came to me.
Yeah, I know. I feel embarrassed. That took me an hour. How will I finish this fucking thing?
You were getting notes from Percy. Yeah, have you thought of like writing this in all caps? Well, this is just for me to read out, Percy. Okay, great.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. So you don't, could put an exclamation mark there. No, it's just going to be. It's for an audio
It's good. I got
medium.
it. I've got it.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, just,
So
Here
what's
if
for
you
lunch? Fucking Percy.
Percy the
Great
perv.
story, D-Dub. I didn't know. I didn't know anything about her life. I don't think I knew how young she was when she wrote that. Amazing, and I guess I'd never really thought about how influential it is. But yeah, it pops up in Frankenstein's monster. Pops up in so many different things, like you said. Wild.
It's like Dracula. It's on the list of most portrayed characters,
Yeah.
fictional characters ever.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, we probably went through it with the vampire one, but I think most of those shows that have a Frankenstein type character would have also probably had a Dracula type character as well.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. You just assume, like, there's something is like, I just thought they were always around, but if everything had to be created at some point.
Start somewhere.
Very cool stuff. Should we get into everyone's favourite section of the show? Well, that brings us to everyone's favourite section of the show where we thank some of our great Patreon supporters. If you want to become one of these, you can go to patreon.com/dogoonpod. That means you support this show as well as Book Cheat, Dave's show, which he's mentioned on this episode.
That's right. We got the spin-off coming up, the Frankenstein episode exclusive to Patreon this weekend. Patreon.
And which, is very exciting. But yeah, Dave's done 100 episodes going through classic books. There's also the Who Knew It podcast, which is my comedy quiz show, which is just going from strength to strength. I can't believe the guests I've been having on it. It's wild.
Yeah.
Dave and Jess.
Yep.
What?
Regulars. But Sammy J's been on recently. I can't remember if that episode's out yet or not.
Whoa.
Reese Nicholson.
Whoa.
No.
Peter Hellier.
Whoa.
Yeah. Claire Hooper.
Whoa. Whoa! I can't get much bigger. I need you to stop listing names.
Oh, okay. But yeah, some great
the list
names.
goes on.
Nick Mason.
Wow!
Where am I now? Am I in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
I'm
you
over
are.
in the UK doing shows, live ones of that if you're around and looking for something to do. There's also Primates. But anyway, you're supporting all these great shows. I mean, great. Jeez, blowing my own trumpet much. You're supporting all these shows.
Yeah.
And
Dave's is great.
Dave's is great. I can say that.
Thank you.
We maybe, you know.
I think yours is great.
Oh, thanks
But
so
I
much.
understand you can't say that about yourself.
But there's a bunch of different things you can you get if you sign up, including access to bonus episodes like Dave's book cheat version of Frankenstein. Who knew it's bonus reports about all sorts of different things. I think what is there? Like we're pushing towards 300 bonuses. I
Yeah.
think.
Yep. We're getting up there. High 200s.
You get to vote on topics.
Mm-hmm.
Was this one a personal choice though today, Dave?
This was a personal
Free choice.
personal touch.
Yeah.
Personal toy.
If you could just keep your hands to yourself,
Yeah,
Dave.
hands where I can see them, please, Dave.
Hey, whatever I want to do during my personal week,
I'll personally touch. But the first thing we do is
the
for the
Patreon usually vote for me to not do that.
yeah, and in a landslide. So the first thing we do is the fact, quote, or question section, which goes something like this: has a jingle. Has a jingle.
I need it to be correct or I
Okay.
won't jingle.
Well, it has a jingle. Actually, this section of the show goes something a little like this.
Phew.
Is this close?
It's close enough. Fact, quote, or question.
He always remembers the ding. She always remembers the sing. I sometimes remember the setup. And this part of the show, people on the Sydney Scheinberg level of our Patreon get to send in a fact, a quote, or a question, or a brag or a suggestion, or really whatever they like. And then I read them out on the show. Going to do 3 this week. They also get to give themselves a title. The first one comes from Stephen Edmonds, who I call Lego Man.
Yeah.
Because before I ever met him at a live show, I just knew him on social media as a guy who would comment on things, and his profile pic
Was a Lego.
was a Lego
Yeah.
head. A minifig, if you will.
Oh, I
Yeah.
will.
Anyway, Stephen Edmonds has given himself his own title. Mm-hmm. He obviously didn't like Lego Man,
Okay.
which I thought was pretty good.
Phew. What a way to find out I didn't like it.
And is that like a reverse doxing, giving away someone's secret identity?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay. I've reverse doxed you. Anyway, Stephen's title is Remaining a Sufferer of Factoids.
Oh,
Well, I think he had a cream for that.
That little laugh from Dave.
It's very
It gets
fun.
me all the time.
I love that little Dave laugh.
He's quite satisfied with something when he does that.
I'm
So
satisfied with Matt then.
Yeah.
Stephen's fact is shot, in inverted commas, is a collective term for small spheres or pellets. Typically made of lead, these are largely used in firearms, i.e. a shotgun, but can also be used as ballast, such as hammers, scuba gear, and model rocketry. Am I saying ballast there, right? That's a word I've
Ballast.
only ever seen written down, ballast. A shot tower, in inverted commas, produces shot by the free fall of molten lead into a water basin. As the lead falls, it solidifies into tiny spherical balls. There's a few shot towers around Melbourne, and there's one in outside of Hobart where me and Andy Matthews and the other stupid old people had scones one time.
Oh, gorgeous.
That's a beautiful memory.
I basically drive home past the shot tower every week, and I always go, "What is that?" And
The one in Brunswick,
yeah, on Hoddle Street.
Oh, yep. Because it's the one in under Melbourne's iconic glass cone.
Yes.
That's a shot tower as well.
in
isn't
Melbourne
it?
Central.
Melbourne Central. That's right.
Ah,
Yeah, there's a few around. Jeez, we must have been.
full of shot, aren't we?
Yeah. I like that the towers
something?
remain. People were just like, look at their tall buildings. We can't knock them down.
Yeah. But they were useful for something, they say. We'll put an R.M. Williams in there, they say.
The Clifton Shot Tower, which is probably the one you're talking about, Bob.
Yeah, I think so.
That's when near Clifton Hill, makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
The Clifton Hill Shot Tower was constructed in 1882 and at 78 metres tall held the title of Australia's tallest structure until 1930.
Really? That's cool.
The tower was managed by the Coops family, who also managed another tower in the Melbourne CBD. That one completed in 1889 and 50 metres tall. Both towers are listed on the Victorian Heritage Register. That's probably I'm guessing that's the Melbourne Central one.
Yeah.
Since 1991, the Coop Shot Tower, I tell you what, if I could just read what Stephen's written rather than I keep interrupting him with things that he's about to mention. I'm so sorry, Stephen. Stephen goes on to say, since 1991, the Coop Shot Tower has been incorporated into the Melbourne Central Shopping Centre under an 84-metre high conical glass roof.
There you go.
These are great facts.
I've got a little fact.
Do you think people outside of Melbourne and even maybe inside Melbourne are finding that as fascinating as me?
I think so.
And does fascinating and fact have a similar root word?
Oh.
Factidating.
I looked up the Clifton Shot Tower to be like, is that the one? And it is. Urban legend states that infamous Melbourne biker and gangster Chopper Reed buried a body there.
Okay.
Bit of fun?
Bit of fun. Hey?
What a place to do it, Chop.
Although this remains unproven.
Unproven, but not made up.
We're not proven to be untrue either.
Alice didn't mention that in a report about Chop.
No, but there's just so many things that are unproven
Yeah,
about that man.
that's right.
How many unproven buried bodies can you bring up?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Steve. The next one comes from Jason Wessner, who also, I believe, gave me my hats in the hat swap.
Oh, lovely.
Jason, a.k.a. designated overthinker.
Well, I think you'll find.
Yeah, do you reckon you've got it or I've got it? I feel like...
It depends. It depends. You know what? It depends on... I think you and I have always really taken turns in taking a dive mentally. And so it really depends on who's on the low at the time.
Well, it's me at the moment.
I'm riding high, but I'm coming for you soon, bud. We're like a seesaw.
Even like him calling himself an overthinker, we're both like, I think I'm actually overqualified to be overthinker. Anyway, Jason, happy for you to take over the role.
Yeah,
I don't love doing it.
No, I wish I could relax.
Jason's asking a question, writing, if you could hug any celebrity, living or dead,
Dolly Parton.
who would you hug? And we always suggest, if possible, that the question asker answers the question. And Jason's done that, saying, I think I'd hug Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's nice. That's a wholesome one. Yeah, I would go Dolly Parton because I think she would give quite a nice, comforting hug. But
whereabouts in her career? Current Dolly?
Oh, fantastic question. No, I would maybe go like... I would.
There were different times it would be hard to get close to her, right?
Yes, that's it. I think now, because she's been a superstar for such a long time, I think it would feel like a superficial kind of hug.
Yeah,
like people meet her in a meet and greet.
It's a millionth hug.
That's right. I would like it sort of earlier in her career where we've just had a nice chat. She gives me a hug. I also can I have another one that's a sports star.
No.
My favourite wallaby.
Dave, what about you?
I'd probably pick my favourite wallaby, Tupou.
Yes!
Tupou. Okay.
Taniela Tupou.
And then I'd tell Jess how good it was.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd give such a good hug.
I think that would, my initial
He'd pop your head off, Bob.
No, he'd be gentle.
Okay.
You know what? My instinct was David Suchet.
Oh, that's a great one.
Whilst dressed as Poirot.
Mine was Seinfeld because remember that time, like if you could make him have to hug you.
No, because he wouldn't hug Kesha.
Yeah,
no thanks.
Fuck, Matt, that's so funny, yes.
Sorry, mate. I'm in a hypothetical and you got to hug me.
You have to hug me. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good hug.
No.
Maybe I'd pop his head off. Yeah, that's a great question. I love hugging too.
Yeah.
So
you're a hugger.
It's a bit of a waste for me to go Seinfeld. I might go Tupou.
Yes.
We have a four-way hug.
Group
hug. Love a
with
group hug.
Tupou.
I reckon he's got room.
He's my favourite. I love him.
I don't know him, but I'm open to love him.
He looks like a teddy bear.
Okay.
He's cuddly.
Great to hug. I would have thought. Never have. I never would have hugged a teddy bear. Yuck.
How embarrassing. I was... What am I, a little boy?
I'm a fully grown man.
Always have been. I was born a fully grown man.
Thank you, Jason. Great question. Sorry, Dave. David Suchet.
David Suchet?
David Suchet.
David Suchet.
And what was your reasoning?
I just think as Poirot particularly looks quite huggable.
Yeah,
Yes,
quite,
but also very
quite a
stiff.
comforting hug, I think.
I don't think as Poirot. Maybe David Suchet dressed as Poirot.
Yeah, just because I believe early on in the career he used to have to wear a bit of padding.
Yes.
But then because he played the role for so long, he filled out himself over the 25 years.
Did he also not need the coin anymore? That you told me about how he would have a coin betwixt his buttocks, so he had an uptight walk.
That's how he developed the gait.
God.
He had to walk. I don't think he always did it. It was just when he was developing the
Yeah.
character.
See, actors, people say they're not artists.
Yeah.
But that's an artist move.
Caught in the ass.
Is there something in that? Something in
Dave,
that?
do the laugh. Thank you so much, Jason. And finally, from Piper Gallagher, a.k.a. Captain of the Dugo-on Fembot Strike Force.
Okay.
That position has been sitting vacant for some time.
Yeah, it was hard to find the right person.
Yes, because the Fembot Strike Force,
Yeah.
they were rudderless.
Yes.
But now
And aggressive.
they've got a skipper.
Now we can say, aye.
Yeah. And Piper's got a quote.
Ooh.
Writing, by the time this is read out, it'll have been a few weeks since I've seen Death Cab for Cutie perform their album Plans live for the 20th anniversary of the album in Old Blighty herself, Seattle, Washington. Last year, I also got to see a joint show of DCFC, Death Cab for Cutie, I'm guessing. It could be a different thing. And the Postal Service.
Oh, I wanted to go to that one so bad.
Performing Transatlanticism and Give Up for the 20th anniversary of those albums. My question is, if you could pick one album or more than one, I'm Not Your Mum. Oh, what a way to find out. If you were to pick one album or more than one to see the artist perform live in full, what album, brackets, would it/they be? For me, despite it being an absolute privilege and joy to be seeing Death Cab and the Postal Service perform all these albums, my absolute dream album would be getting to see the defunct alt-pop band Fun, full stop, perform their albums Aim and Ignite and some nights at the Crystal Ballroom in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, you get to pick a venue too.
I like that. The impact this band, particularly their songs Be Calm and 1 Foot, had on my life is entirely unquantifiable. And I never got to see them live when they were still kicking about. This year marks 10 years since they announced their hiatus, and their music hasn't fallen from my rotation for more than a week since then.
Wow.
If you only know them for their hits, I cannot recommend you revisit them enough. The star that burns brightest burns out the fastest. Cheers for continuing to bang out the sweet, sweet pods while my country circles the drain. Toodles. I wonder what country. I saw Fun at Splendor in the Grass
Oh, that's cool.
years back. I remember them being pretty good. The first I think I heard of them was my dad was like, he'd been watching, music clips on Rage or something. He's like, oh, there was this song. It's very rousing. Very rousing song. And I'm like,
Wow.
he's like, can you help me figure out what it was? And we eventually figured out it was a Fun song. He's like, because the clue was it was like the film clip was like maybe American Civil War
Right, okay.
reenactments or something. But yeah, and I found it, I'm like, oh, that is rousing.
That is rousing.
Anything with like a little marching drum and stuff. I can't remember which song it was,
Yeah.
but
Wowzers.
That's rousing as shit.
I'm trying not to have a real hack one. Like, it just feels like if it was a genuine thing, it would probably have to be the Beatles and probably like
Yeah.
Abbey Road.
Yeah.
But that is a pretty dull answer. But
The-
if
the
that
White
was,
Albums,
if the
they pay
genie
heaps.
was here,
Yeah, I'd love to have a way to see the Beatles play live. That would be amazing. First thing that came to my mind was The Darkness, Permission to Land,
Oh,
which I think they did do a bit of a tour, like a 20-year of Permission to Land a couple of years ago, because it came out in 2003.
oh, sick.
And I can't remember why. I think I was supposed to see them a few years ago, and then it was like COVID times and the gig got cancelled. And I don't know why I didn't end up seeing them in 2023. I think maybe they were in Melbourne when I was in a different state. But I think that would be great because that was a very good album, and they are very good. Well, they were good live the one time I saw them live.
Yeah. Dave, you and I saw NoFX play an album in full, didn't we?
Yeah, they played Punk in Drublic, but they were not happy to be doing it. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Fat Mikey between each song was like, do you really want us to play this fucking album?
Yeah.
We could play anything.
like-
Okay, I guess here's the next song.
But it's like, man, you This is what it was pitched at. We don't really give a shit. I mean, I personally, I'd prefer to just you to pretend to enjoy.
Yeah, you to be having a good time.
Especially, I mean, you sort of realise when you're watching a band like that, you go, I think I can understand why they're calling it a day.
Yeah.
Or why, and it was really him calling it a day, wasn't it? The rest of the band didn't want to, I don't think.
They came back with a year later to do the goodbye tour, and then that was they're done now. After close to 40 years or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Punk and Dropper is a great album, but like
I'm trying to think of other bands. I saw The Living End play the self-titled one in full at the Corner years ago.
Oh,
such
that's
a great album.
good.
I think, I mean, it's already been mentioned, my favourite album of all time is Plans by Death Cab for Cutie, so I wish I'd gone to that.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
did see them tour that album in 2006 as a 15-year-old. I snuck into the Forum, and that was freaking awesome. So I'd like to see them.
Is that who your zebra tattoo references? Forget.
That references the Postal Service. Who
Post Service.
I also wanted to go. They only did America for that tour last year, which is a bummer.
Just stop being a coward and just go. I'm going to see Dolly in America.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, we were trying
I went
very
and saw
hard
Wayne Newton in
to.
America.
We were trying very hard to go do some live pods in America,
Yeah.
and I was trying really hard to tee it up so we were in California at the right time.
You
but-
never mentioned that
That's
to
interesting.
us.
Hey, one of the perks of booking the tours.
As if we would have stopped him.
Yeah. But you can mention it.
Yeah,
Would have actually helped us get excited.
we would have made that happen.
And I would have liked to have gone to the show with you.
And I would have had
Oh,
a
is
night,
that why?
a night by myself at the.
You're like-
yeah, Matt will ruin it.
Matt O'Rourke, he'll come try and sing to every song.
Yeah, you've learned them on the way.
I don't know this one.
But my hack answer would probably be like a band that's broken up, like
Yeah.
the Clash do London Calling, or
Well, yeah.
like the Smiths do The Queen is Dead or something.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But yeah, it would probably be Death Cab doing that album because I think it's great.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then we all get to hug them after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
hug.
you so much, Piper, Jason, and Stephen, for those facts, those quotes, and those questions. If you want to be involved in that stuff, get on the Sydney Scheinberg level or above. The other thing, or one of the other things we like to do at the end of the show, is thank some of our other great supporters. Do you have an idea? I had an idea before.
okay.
I thought maybe, what was I saying? So goth.
That's how.
That's how goth she is.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe you two rotated saying something that's like a stupid goth, like, hyperbolic, gothic sort of thing. She brushes her teeth with
Oh, okay.
blood.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
how goth she is. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Oh, can we use that one?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds great. And
All
that
right,
was
so
really well explained.
I'll read the names. I can never tell when you're making fun of me, but I think it's always.
Just assume.
Yeah.
She'll let you know when it's not.
That's not true.
So, yeah, should I read the names and then you take it in turns doing a thing and then
And then you jump in.
if I can remember that one line.
That's how
That's
gosh
how gosh she is. All right. Here we go. Dave, you ready to go first?
Yep.
From Address Unknown, can only assume from deep within the Fortress of the Moles. Thanks so much for your support, Lima.
She's got a big spike on her head.
That's how gosh she is.
Like a really big spike.
She's a unicorn.
I fucking love this. that pacing, perfection. I'm scared. I can't think of any. Okay.
You gotta blank the mind.
Is there a random goth generator?
I've literally looked up goth stereotypes.
If Lima doesn't know or are mispronouncing their name, email address suggests they might be a Devils fan. That's how gosh she is. Next up, from, again, Address Unknown, can only assume from deep within the Fortress of the Moles. Thanks so much to Katie Tyler.
Her best friend is a spider.
That's how gosh she is.
This is so dumb.
Next up from Moscow in Ohio, God's country itself in the United States. I didn't think that's where that was going to end. Thank you so much, Cameron Burnham.
She has chainmail underwear.
That's how she is. Cameron could be. It's funny. Cameron is a unisex name.
I'm just going to say she for all of them, so you can say that's how goth she is.
Yeah.
Right. From Brighton City in Utah. Give me two. Thank you so much, Jackson Whitfield.
Her favourite music is Russian clown music.
That's how she is. Thank you so much, Jackson. From Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thanks so much to Alexa Randalls.
She's got really red eye contact lenses.
That's how she is. From Cremorne in New South Wales, Australia, it's Beck and Tim Farr.
She's wearing really, really chunky platform black shoes.
And inside the heels is like water and like a
skull.
A skull with sparkles. From Hillsborough in, I reckon, Oregon in the United States. Thanks so much to Alex Brewster.
She has a black cat in a hat. And it lives in the hat.
From Rockwall in Texas, it's, oh my God, how goth is this? Casey Grumpy Elf Norris.
Whoa, she's wearing a steampunk outfit.
And finally, from Collingwood in Ontario, Canada, thanks so much, Ben Henry.
She burnt down everyone's Christmas trees.
Thank you so much to Ben, Casey, Alex, Beck, Tim, Alexa, Jackson, Cameron, Katie, and Lima. It's the most goth group we've ever put together
Wow,
here.
look at them go.
So goth.
Thanks to you, one and all. And that leaves us with just the Triptych Club, Dave. You explain it so well.
This is our Hall of Fame / Clubhouse, a place where people gather after being inducted into that Hall of Fame for supporting the show on the shout-out level or above for 3 consecutive years. We've already given them a nickname or something a couple of years back, and now to enshrine them forever, they're going to go up on the Clubhouse board. The name's going to go up in the gold writing. We're going to welcome them in, and then they're going to be in here forever, because once you're in, you can't leave, but why would you want to leave?
Why would you want to? We've got everything you need.
Yeah.
Food, drink,
it's
music,
so silly.
entertainment, a place to sleep, a place to play,
Yeah.
a rock climbing wall, a foam pit. That's new.
Yeah, we got the foam pit in.
It smells a bit weird, but that's fine.
That's all right. Well, we got it secondhand, but it'll be fine.
Second-hand foam. He's wanting to buy
We
bit
got
by
a really
bit.
good deal.
It was
okay?
a really good deal.
Yes, and I'm on the door, so there's a few names to read out today. When you hear your name that I've read out, I'll lift up the velvet rope. You head on in. Dave's going to be up on stage. He's emceeing the night. He's going to be leading the audience, chanting your name. But first, he's going to really get them going with some weak wordplay.
Don't you want to know what I have behind
Yeah, I will.
me?
I'm going to. I got it.
Okay.
And and he'll hype you up with some weak wordplay. And then at the after party, Dave has booked a band, so hang around for that. And just behind the bar, she's come up with a cocktail normally based on the topic.
Yeah, blood.
Blood. Whoa.
Nice.
What's it made from?
Blood.
Oh, it's real blood.
Yeah.
Human blood?
Mine.
Mine blood. Oh, your blood.
My blood.
This is sick.
There's actually quite a lot of people in here now.
Yeah, so I thought you sounded a little woozy.
Yeah.
You've been harvesting for a while.
I have to sit down. But I'm O positive, so universal donor.
Okay, great.
You know, so
So if anyone wants to take it orally or intravenously, that's
you can.
fine.
You
Yep.
can do that.
The setup is there.
Yeah.
What temperature are you serving it at?
Warm.
Okay, great. Warm-blooded. Fantastic. Good to know. And Dave, you've booked a band for the after party, have you?
You better believe it. I couldn't believe that these people were even still going, but they wrote back to my email and said, yeah, we'll be there, pal. We'll be that band that I was, me and my friends were briefly obsessed with in the early 2000s after seeing them play at an all-ages music night. Please welcome Frankenbach.
Whoa.
We got Frankenbach?
We got Frankenbach.
I've seen Frankenbach quite a few times.
Yeah.
They released a song recently that is, it does feel like they're moving into sort of old men yelling at clouds. I think it's called I Woke. Like a small,
Oh, cool.
you know, like iPhone only.
Yeah.
I Woke.
Yeah.
I woke.
So that's
So
yeah.
a 20-year-old sort of reference.
Yeah, a little
Longer, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
As when we were putting I in front of
A
everything.
bit it's when you're hearing the bands of your youth complain about the world today.
Yeah, you're like, I'm old.
Yeah.
But don't worry. I've just read the rest of the email. They're going to be playing their classic 2003 album Blood Oath in full,
Oh.
including The Hole, Victims, and Fucking Cunts.
Yeah,
Spelled
great.
with a K.
Well, I spell with a K, so we
it's
won't
not-
have to
not
bleep
offensive.
that, I don't think. Fantastic. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to that. I really did love them. When I saw that come out recently, I'm
You're
like,
like,
oh,
"Aw."
guys.
Yeah.
Get out. Do the old...
Yeah.
And the film clip is all AI images of like, you know, what old people think that, the world's turned to. Everyone's got purple hair and, anyway. Good on them.
So are they being funny or?
Well,
hard to know.
We don't know.
Yeah, and
We'll
if
ask them.
it's not clear, then
I don't think they are.
you haven't nailed it.
but
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
not. I don't know. Anyway, a bit of a vibe change from those tracks you mentioned, I think, Dave. But I think they're back to the singer from before that, actually. But anyway, the last people, I'm going to be inducting a few into the Triptych Club. Are you ready, Dave, to hype them up on stage?
Absolutely.
All right, we got 4 names. So if you hear your name, head on in. First up from Gainesville, Florida, it's Emmy White.
10 out of Tammy! Woo! Perfect score!
And that's out of
Tammy.
10 out of Tammy. That's so good. You get better at this all the time. And you started pretty bad, admittedly. And next up from Lynchburg, maybe Virginia. Welcome, Jasmine Hill. Welcome, Jasmine Hill.
There's one hill or hall that I'll die on, and that's Jasmine
Yeah,
Hill!
he's gonna die on you, Jasmine.
But in a good way.
He's gonna die
sacrificial.
on you.
Sacrifice for you.
A whole new world. Jasmine sang that. Anyway,
fuck
no,
up.
I don't know. I always make it
wrong with
worse.
you?
I don't. A lot of things. From Wooloowin in Queensland, welcome in Carla.
Welcome into the parlour. Did I mention we have a pool
Oh, pool parlour, pancake parlour.
Pancake parlour.
What do you want? We got it.
We got it, Carla.
Now in parlour form.
Named the Carla Parlour.
Carla parlour.
That's beautiful.
Wow, I think you're the first inductee to have a parlour specifically named after you.
Yeah.
And finally, from Hobart in Tasmania, welcome in Iris Emily.
10 out of Temily.
Yeah.
Iris.
And
that's out of
Temily.
Welcome in Iris, Carla, Jasmine, and Emmy. Man, fantastic names.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them plants.
Carla.
Yes, Carla and Emmy. That brings us to the end of the episode. Please hang around those 4, Emmy, Jasmine, Carla, and Iris, but also, of course, everyone who's been inducted before, because once you're in, you can't leave. And yeah, I think you're all going to really enjoy Frankenbock, as their bumper stickers used to say, the Bock fucking rock.
That's great.
Jazz, anything we need to say before we go?
You can suggest a topic if you want to, and that's to you, Matt, or to people listening. There's a link in the show notes, or it's on our website, which is dogoonpod.com. You can find us on social media at dogoonpod, or Do Go On Podcast on TikTok. And that's it. Davey Boy, boot this baby home.
We will be back next week. It's only 2 more weeks of sleeps left until Blockbuster Tober. Well, we are so hot on those heels.
We are hot.
Yeah, we are to trough.
I should have just stopped there. We are so
We
hot.
are so hot.
We'll be back next
Very
week.
warm in here.
We're going to cool off. Until then, thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.
Later. Dave's cold isn't that bad. It might sound it, but if you're worried, don't worry. He's fine.
Great. Glad we left it this long to say that.
Don't forget to sign up to our tour mailing list so we know where in the world you are and we can come and tell you when we're coming there.
Wherever we go, we always hear 6 months later, oh, you should come to Manchester. We were just in Manchester.
We're just there, but this way you'll never miss out. And don't forget to sign up, go to our Instagram, click our link tree. Very, very easy.
It means we know to come to you, and you'll also know that we're coming to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you, you come to us. Very good.
And we give you a spam-free guarantee.